talk to a cleric. Catherine decided to talk to an old retired adventurer, and you guys had decided to talk to this small kid that said, "Hey, I saw something weird. It was these Redbrand ruffians were hanging around this area, and I saw them going into a cave. They almost caught me, but I thought I should let other people know." And you guys were there to overhear. Everyone was ignoring him because they were like, "He's just a kid. He doesn't know what he's looking at." Because in his eyes, that there was this very long tunnel, and I don't know if I told you this. I don't think I did, but the tunnel that you guys went through was a very long tunnel. It was a cave that went about 100 feet into the hill. So you guys weren't sure what was all the way inside. Now, as you're in here, you've gone through a few areas. You were able to find a Nothic, which was an insane previous humanoid who had become insane and become a monster. He was also a psychic. You also killed 3 bugbears by doing some tricky things by pretending to be the Redbrands, and you also killed the people who were playing cards in here, and they were about to be your new friends, but you guys killed them. It's crazy.
Yep.
Something tells me 2 good line people are not gonna do well with a bunch of bandits.
Exactly. And right now, you have killed everyone in the southernmost barrack rooms, which were those, and you also picked up this type of goblin, which is basically a defective goblin.
Dobby.
Yeah.
Gobby.
I think his name is Droop.
Yep. Droop,
You're gonna call him Gobby.
Gobby Droop.
Yeah, and he's basically a goblin who is non-aggressive, which is to a fault. If you were to send him to attack, he will attack. However, he will always have disadvantage as he is a coward, and he will always just follow orders. He's considered a defective goblin. Of the other ones that are here, they're all these guys are dead. You guys had been in there, and Methman was able to find one of the bugbears that had a weird ass eye patch that had 2 gemstones in it. And Methman is currently wearing that eye patch.
Yep.
Have you guys already divided the loot and things like that?
I think we did. I think we finished with that.
Okay, excellent. For right now, you guys are here, and Methman is looking to Kathra, and he's saying, "All right, so you've gone through these rooms. What's the next area we should be going through?"
We should probably check and see if there's anything in the rooms to the north. Well, there was a wizard in there, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, there was a wizard here. And then we need to find the civilians that were kidnapped too.
So that was something that was a wizard that was in this area. However, when Methman went to that door and heard through it, he said he heard nothing in this room except for the squeakings of a lone mouse. He said that after being next to the door, he also understood that the door perhaps had like a bit of bubbling, maybe from what he would consider, maybe it's like an area where they make food. He's not sure, but he heard bubbling in there as well. Very, very light. Very, very light.
Yeah.
While we're here, do you want to check it out?
Yeah, we do want to kind of save the civilians first, so we can go here first. I don't know where the civilians are.
I don't know if you guys remember this, but one of the bugbears also had a common key, which was able to act.
Yes,
to access all these doors.
Yes, we have the key for everything.
Yep. I think Nathaniel Methman has it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think we should probably check this room before we go exploring the rest of the cave.
All right.
You want to check the room where you guys had brutally murdered these Redbrands who were playing cards?
No, we already checked that room. The room above it.
You want to check the northern room? Okay.
Yeah.
So Methman, he agrees. He says, "All right, let's go check it." He goes up to the door and he listens. So let me just. Oh, okay. So he hears no sounds at all. Previously, he had heard a few things, but now he just hears nothing. And he decides to open the door very slowly.
I prep my crossbow just in case.
Ah, here you are, my notes. This room appears as an empty room that has almost like the room appears to be a wizard's workshop. A rat scurries across the floor and takes refuge under a large work table, set up with alembics, retorts, distillation coils, and other alchemical devices. All of it stewing and bubbling away. Bookshelves are crowded with sheaves of parchment and strange-looking tomes. I need you both to roll a wisdom.
Okay, wisdom?
Yes, wisdom.
I'm blind. Is it just an
The
insight
left
wisdom
side.
check? Oh, just click wisdom?
Just, yeah, wisdom plus your mod.
Okay. Damn. Oh well.
13. I mean, it looks very much like some kind of a workshop, as it's described.
Yeah. Can I roll an Arcana check?
You can.
I don't see shit.
You look around, and you just, like, yeah, it's a room. It's, has a lot of papers and shit.
You know the sad thing is I rolled a nat 20 on my second part of my roll, not the first one.
Oh, yeah, you're like...
It's like, fuck!
I guess I'll
Cathra,
walk into the room.
would you like to walk into the room? Okay.
My
Yes,
crossbow's
welcome,
still prepped and ready in case we see something.
As Methman's looking around, he notices another door. He also notices a few things. Okay, so Methman, as he's looking around to see if he can find anything, he's curious, as he's pretty sure he's heard a bard's tale about a scholarly teacher who had turned into making illegal narcotics with the assistance of one of his pupils. You believe the bardic song was called "Breaketh the Badness." I don't know, something dumb like that. But he looks around. You know, he's eager. He's like, "This could definitely make meth."
Okay. Well,
He also
You would be
finds
the expert.
he also finds a few things of interest. He says he found these books and notes that are interesting, and some of these are very specific, as it looks like someone was in the middle of creating some items. And he just passes them to the side and says, maybe you guys will look at this of interest, but he continues going about his thoughts of, I just need some certain ingredients. I just need to cook.
do you think you can make super meth?
Oh, wow. Actually, you can. You 100% can.
Well, after we're done with this, feel free to make some super meth in here. It's not like they're going to need it anymore.
Yes, let's let a character who has no experience making anything brew a potion that may explode. Yeah, let's do that.
After we're done. After we're done.
Never.
Is anyone familiar with anything that is magic related with the notes that he passed to the table?
Not really, no.
I have a history thing, but my arcane is shit, and my perception is very good. So if
Okay.
it's a perception check, I can roll that.
Do an arcane amount of knowledge.
Yeah, my arcane is good garbage. I don't have a good arcane.
Okay,
I have
both of you
history.
do arcane.
I'll go up to the table and do that as well.
Yeah,
That was shit.
yeah. I'm only good at perception and
Maddie.
history.
So, Maddie, you have, would you say, like, you dabbed a bit in arcane magic? Not too much?
I learned a little bit from my teaching and while I was practicing as a cleric.
Okay, as you look through some of the notes, there's not much that you have studied when you were going through your time as a student. However, you do notice that you always had an interest in specific magic. Specifically, you took an interest of something called invisibility. And you do notice that of the few potions that you are familiar with, one of them appears to be that this whoever was in charge of this laboratory was attempting to make a potion of invisibility. However, no successful attempts have been made. As you look through the potions, you see that none of them have the specific hue that the potion of invisibility should have. Among these books, though, you notice that one of them is written in Dwarvish. However, since you're able to read it, you know that the journal, the book that's there, it's a tome. It's specifically a journal of an adventurer named Urman. It describes the history of the line of the lost mines of Phandelver and the Forge of Spells. You're not too familiar with the Forge of Spells, however, you do know that it was something that at one time was considered the reason why the mines of Phandelver were so sought after and why so many people went to war for it. Also, one of the pages describes something interesting. It's called a mace. It's specifically a mace. It's called the Lightbringer, which was commissioned by Priest of Lathander, the God of Dawn.
Okay.
I want to take this book with me. Can I?
You can, absolutely.
Is Maddie saying anything, or are you just taking the book and not saying anything about what you've found?
I mean, I can tell you what it's about. It's basically a lost mine that was highly treasured in dwarves culture, and there's information about a weapon. I don't know. I don't know if it's really relevant to our investigation right now, but I think it might be useful to have.
No, I meant the thing before that.
Oh, the potion?
Yeah, the thing that I don't know about, but you haven't said. You have to tell us if you want to give us a heads up.
Failed potions. It's nothing really to be worried about.
What failed potions?
I believe it's for invisibility, but I don't see it as successful, so...
Okay.
It's possible that a wizard may have taken one.
I'm rolling perception now.
Perception, what are you looking for?
I'm trying to see if anything looks suspicious, because as soon as he says invisibility potion, even if they fail, I'm still suspicious as fuck now that there's an invisible mage in here.
As you look around, you notice that the lab had been recently used, so it looks like it's somewhat neat, somewhat messy, but at the same time, yeah, someone has definitely been in here. And also, you do notice that the rat that's like scurrying around is oddly keenly paying attention to all three of you, almost as if he's like just there under the table, just keeping an eye out. He's just looking at you guys. It's a bit strange, as you're familiar with animals just leaving and running away, but this one is just sitting there.
I roll animal handling, and I roll shit. Fuck.
What are you trying to do with the rat?
Just trying to see if I can like interpret anything from him. Just like because I have a
you look at the rat and you attempt to say a few squeaks, and the rat squeaks back. That's all you pretty much get.
I shoot my crossbow at the rat.
Oh, so what are you doing?
Okay, let's hold on. Because the rat is so small, it's a bit difficult to shoot it. However, since you're good enough, I'd say that the DC is going to be quite low. So let me check. Okay, roll your crossbow.
Ben, I think Kosfa's lost his mind.
You take out your crossbow and you aim at the rat. As you're squeaking, the rat squeaks back, and you just gasp and go, ah! And you take out your bolt and you shoot the rat, dead right in the rat's little body. And as it strikes the rat, the rat lets out his last squeak breath, and immediately he turns into a dark mist.
Yep. That wasn't a rat.
Well, that was freaky.
Yeah,
I thought you were losing your mind there.
That might have been a familiar or a summon, but that rat was suspicious. So be on your guard, because that wizard knew we were here, and now he definitely knows we're here. So I re-rack my crossbow and keep it out and aimed around, looking for anything.
Okay, well, is there anything else in here?
Right now, you guys look around. Methman immediately looks and goes, "Wait, did that rat just turn into mist?"
It did.
Yep.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but only two things turn into black mist when they die, and one of them is Digimon, and the other are familiars.
Yep. The
I
wizard
don't know
knows
what
we're
a
here.
Digimon is, so... Why don't you check that door and see if you hear anything?
Oh, is Droopy following us, or are you just chilling?
Droopy is following you guys meekly from behind.
Yep. I just go to tell Droopy's like, if you see anything, just point it out and just keep your distance, play safe. I don't want you to get to hurt Droopy.
As Methman hears a clicking and clacking from the inside, he says, I think someone's moving in there. And as you do, you hear...
I move to get cover behind this desk
You hear Droopy scream out. I think someone's running off in the distance. So right now you guys are stop, Kosef. You have to roll for.
No, sorry. No. Like I was adjusting my character because I moved him here, but I'm trying to get him in behind the table. It's not working.
Now I know you guys can see the pog.
Yeah, I can see the pog.
And this individual has run from here. All you know is that Droop had said, knowing no other name to call you, he says, Master. Someone is running off in the distance. And as you both hear that, so does Glass, the wizard that's there, hears as well. So I'll have you guys roll for initiative, please.
Oh, that's actually good initiative for once. Oh, shoot, you should open the turn thing up before we do.
Yes, hold on. And don't worry, as long as I see it,
yeah,
I can just add you.
I know, it just makes it easier for you so you don't have to manually do it.
I rolled as good as ever.
Oh, man.
I rolled a 17 for once. It was actually a good roll.
I rolled a 5.
That was fucking terrible. Hold on.
I'm a dwarf. I'm not very fast.
I only rolled a 14, so it's not like I rolled amazing because I have +3 initiative.
I rolled a 6, like a -1.
Yep, rip.
Initiative is based on what? Dexterity?
Yes.
That would explain it.
Ooh, man, he rolled good. Delish.
The creature or Nathaniel?
Man.
Wizard got 0. Bug got 20. What's a bug?
Who is Bug?
That's interesting. It must have been an old one. So let's see. Cather rolled 5, Costa 4. However, Methman
got 16, but is higher than me.
There we go. There we go.
That Bug was super fast. I guess that must have been a bugbear.
No, it probably was a bugbear, yeah.
So this wizard was 17. However, you guys go at the same time. All right, Kosef.
It's hold on. So, is it only 30 to move, right? So 1, 2, 3.
Are you sprinting or are you?
I'm gonna sprint to get line of sight.
Okay, then just remember, whatever movement you have, you can double. However, once you do that, you're unable to use any other thing.
I have 30 feet, I think, from a regular movement, so I can go to here.
Tiles, though.
Yeah.
No, you can go. To.
I can do.
Just divided by
1,
5.
2. Okay, so 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So I can only go here. So I can't even see him into this position because he's up. So I might as well sprint. So I sprint to here, and I yell. And can I see him
Sprint
here?
is double movement.
Sorry?
Sprint is double movement.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's double movement. Can I yell at him?
Your movement is that's pretty low. Usually human speed is.
It's because I have to go around the table. I can't cheat. I can't technically it's 30.
Yeah.
If I just went through the walls.
Flies.
Yeah, like if I flew.
Are you 30 or 25?
I'm 30, but this is not 30. This doesn't count. This is cheating.
Then you can move 60.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like there's no point in moving extra.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're there, and as you move through there, because he is moving at the same time as you are, you notice that he is that he is also running quite quickly. So let's see. That's going to be. Oh, why not?
How did he even get out of this room?
He wasn't in the room. The familiar was in the room. He ran from like here.
1,
There's
2,
a door over there.
10, And so he's going to move a total of 12s. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So as you're running out into the hall, you do notice that someone is running immediately as fast as possible. Yeah, because he was moving, he was completely sprinting away. You see him running away with a staff in his hand and a smirk on his face as he rushes immediately away. Unfortunately, you only had line of sight of him.
Never, because I couldn't even see him down there.
When you were here, you have line of sight of him now.
Yeah.
So as you barely get out into around that corner, you see the wizard as he's smirking and looking back at you. However, as you look at him, you can immediately he has a very easily distinguishable face. So if you ever see him again, you'll easily be able to
see him again. I pop action search and shoot at him.
Okay.
And I use my inspiration.
Can you shoot that far?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm quite sure. My crossbow is like, what's the range on it? I'm just gonna push this. It's 100 to 400 feet.
Yes, you can absolutely hit him.
Yeah. So that's 50. So I pop my inspiration. I use my inspiration for this.
Wizard.
Go for it. 16. That's a hit.
He's not getting away with his crimes, and I pull my crossbow out and fire at him. And I roll 1d10.
Oh, damage.
And I do glance him. Shit.
And he falls dead. I'm just playing. No, he doesn't.
If only, right? If I rolled a 20 crit, that would have been sick. He's a wizard. He's still squishy.
As he's running away, you shoot the arrow at him, and the arrow hits this wizard in the side of his arm. He makes a slight wince of pain, and he turns around. And as he looks at who had shot him, he spots you. And although low and from a distance, you can hear him say, "Better luck next time."
Don't worry, there will be a next time. And I yell at him.
And then he runs away. But from what you can see as a descriptor of the individual, you do believe that is the wizard that has been causing issues. He is.
Yeah.
You assume that it should be the leader of the Redbrands who had appeared recently and organized all the people to behave so crazy and militantly. And he's also maybe the wizard who is currently being looked for by Sildar Hallwinter. As Sildar, he had mentioned this before. He said that he had his own tasks that he needed to accomplish. But one of them was finding a wizard that had gone missing. And oddly enough, this wizard, eerily enough, fits the description of a wizard who went missing that Sildar was looking for. However...
Did he say missing as like he was like a friend of his or just nothing?
Missing as in he was a person who was... So, originally in Phandelver, there are these guilds that show up in these towns, and it's very important that these guilds make a presence. And Sildar Hallwinter was an individual from the Arcana Guild, which was set to create a branch here. However, he had disappeared. They never knew what happened to him. So Sildar Hallwinter was told by some of the people in Neverwinter, "Hey, we have an arcane mage who is a student that's gone missing. We'd like you to please see if you could have a lookout for him."
Yeah.
And that was one of the people he was looking for. So he had issues of this new leader that popped up and started leading the Redbrand army and making them more vicious. But he also had issues where he was also missing certain individuals, and now you're noticing that perhaps they're the same person. The person who was missing and the individual who Sildar Hallwinter is careful.
Yeah. Okay, so I can tell that, or at least make an assumption.
You can make an assumption, guys. The description is so eerily similar.
Yeah. Okay. So, well,
so he's already
gone. Yeah, he's gone. Do I see anything else since I came out here? I assume everyone else is running out too after he left because of initiative.
Methman had followed you as well. But instead of he
here.
just saw you going, and he just asked like, "Did you get him?"
I winged him. It looks like the mage from that our friend from the Goblin Cave was looking for. It looks like he's up to no good, but he got away.
Well, he's traveling into town, looks like now, but not much we can do about it. We can't catch him now.
I clicked his arm, so he might be a little bit winded, but that's about all I can say.
Do you think he had anything of value on him? Man, I mean, we might be able to chase him. I don't know.
I think we should finish off the cave. I think by this time he'll be out and about. We won't catch up to him. We can, but I'd figure like we should solve the problems here first.
Did you see what race he was?
Human.
I can't tell because of the pod, but a human is the answer.
I don't know if it's a tiefling or not.
Yeah.
So the thing was that he gave you a description of what he looked like. He gave you a description of his hair, his height, his build.
Yeah.
And one thing was that he was human. And when you saw that person leaving, he fit the description of looking human.
Okay. I didn't know. Sorry. Okay. So I'm just gonna see if I can see anything from here, but I guess I can't see anyone.
Right now, no.
Okay.
You don't see anything, and you're just going like, that's like, damn.
He got away,
Well,
so
mission failed. We'll get him next time, boys.
all right.
Joseph, are you still terrified of bridges?
We already walked over this bridge. Do we want to go over that bridge or go back to that door we were at?
Methman enjoys looking for rooms that are locked, as the ones that are locked are the ones that usually have the most valuables in them.
Let's go back to that room first. Finish it off. And I go to Droopy and say, "Thank you for the catch, Droopy. You don't need to call me master. Any friend of mine can call me Kosev, and you're a friend, Droopy." I walk by him.
Oh, what a regular old, what's that? Dobby? Regular old Dobby, huh?
Dobbyton, Sir Worthington, Gobby, or something like that. Some stupid fucking name.
He's goopy.
He's a Droopy.
He's
Droopy, Gobby the Droopton. He's got all the droop going on.
Your name is Toby. My name is Kuta Kente.
It's the name of my people. How dare you commonize my name?
So Methman says, well, the worst case scenario, it's trap, but then again, I'm pretty lucky with him, so let's see what goes on.
I prep my crossbow just in case and get behind the thing while he opens it up.
He opens the door and he looks into the room. As he looks in the room, he sees that the walls of this bedchamber are covered in drapes of scarlet cloth. The furnishing includes a small writing desk with matching chair, a comfortable-looking bed, and a wooden chest at the foot of the bed.
Then you want to open it up while we cover you?
I was walking.
Kemper's just like, I haven't got time for this shit.
Yeah, Methman looks around, and he notices that on the side of the door that is over here, he notices that there's a very obvious crack against the door. And as he goes to inspect it, he notices that it looks to be as if it's some kind of panel that moves. And as he pushes slightly against it, it opens.
Nathaniel, could you see if you can open this chest first before you go wandering off and see if there's anything in there?
Yeah, absolutely.
I want to check the papers on the desk.
And I'll keep a watch out. Everyone thought I was crazy to shoot the rat, but you were all wrong.
As he looks around the room to see if he finds anything of value, he notices that at the foot of the bed there is a sturdy, unlocked wooden chest. And he looks through it and he sees that, this is quite a bit of stuff in here. He sees a meth man says that this chest, it looks like it contains quite a bit of stuff. It says about 180 silver pieces, 130 gold pieces, a silk pouch containing 5 carnelians, and 2 paradots, and also 1 pearl.
That's a lot of stuff.
Yeah, also it contains a few other things. It contains 2 magic items that he can tell that are magic. However, he can't really tell what they are, as he's not really a magic person. He just steals them.
Okay.
You said it had 2 of something in it. What did you say?
So it has 5 carnelians and 2 paradots and 1 pearl.
Oh, gems. Okay.
Okay, so how much gold was it? I'll split it all up.
So it was 130 gold pieces and 180 silver pieces.
Okay, 130. We split the gold 3 ways for Nathaniel, right?
Sure.
130 divided by 3, so 43. So 2 people for 43, and then 1 for 44. So I'll take the 43. Maddie, just add 44 to you. And what was the silver? I don't. Does Methman want silver too?
180 silver. Methman only takes gold.
Okay, so 180 divided by 2, so 90.
Oh, that's funny. I activated my luck. Oh, god damn it. Methman looks at the scrolls, and at first he thinks they're not magic at all. Then he looks at them closer and he says, "No, they're actually magic.
They're clearly magic." So what was the gems? Just so I'll add them to the inventory when we do selling. Just so I keep.
So he has 5 carnelians, 2 paradots, and 1 pearl. The pearl of which being the most brilliant and beautiful.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm slow at adding stuff.
5 carnelians.
Yeah, 5 carnelians. 5
2 paradots.
Okay, 2 paradots.
And 1 pearl. Of which even a layman can tell the pearl is quite beautiful.
Yep. Oh, and the nice thing too about we losing the mage is, remember, we have the scroll of augury, so we can find the mage.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yep, super useful item for the mage escaping.
I think we should use it, yeah.
No, we don't have to. Well, do we? We have to use bones, right? I think so. We have to use it down there, I think, right?
You can just grab some bones.
Okay, I think I did. I just wanted to make sure, like, if you want me to add that or just like kind of whatever, hand wave it a bit.
You can put the spell of augury, and you can put you can also put required materials there on the side of it as a note.
I added malachite gems, so I didn't include bones. So like I have the gems and stuff. I'm just
imagining Kosef carrying a skeleton around now.
Yeah, it's just a skeleton on my back. But Kefir, did you know we all carry a skeleton?
We're practically made of them. Woo!
Did you know that there's a skeleton just waiting to burst out of your body any second now?
I mean, this world, it probably could happen.
Some of the Eldritch stuff, yeah, for sure. Okay, so we're done with the loot there, I think. So we'll just go to the door now, I guess.
Or check these magic items?
Sorry, yeah, Kefir was checking the desk.
Absolutely. So as you're looking around, you notice that let's see. Wait, hold up. Ooh, okay. As you look around the room, Kefir, you notice that in the haste of escaping, this mage had left behind a letter, and on this letter, on the bottom right corner, there is a symbol of a black spider. Would you like to read it?
Yeah, let's read it. Do I recognize the black spider or no?
Roll knowledge.
Knowledge is not a check. Insight?
Yeah, insight.
Yeah.
You somewhat have heard of it, but at the same time, you're not too familiar with it. You think it's just probably some type of stamp that he put there, notating that it's from a group. Probably.
Could you
Who knows?
Could you mention the stuff to me, Maddie, and I'll try and figure it out too. Or
hey,
just mention it.
Look at this. You recognize this symbol from anything?
And I need to roll history or history,
Insight.
be right? Wouldn't it be history? Because like if it's something from the past, like I have to look up. You know what I mean? Is it insight?
Well, you think about it. What's the letter say?
I'm arguing it to the GM because my history is better. He says insight is insight, but I'm trying to argue in history.
You can go for history, absolutely, because then it would be if the symbol has any history within the area, then you may be familiar with it.
Yeah.
You look at the letter and you're like, yeah, it has history. Yeah, sure, why not?
Was that a 1?
No, it wasn't an 11, but I'm still rolling. There's some history, so maybe there's some insight in there.
You look at the spider and it's like, it's a nice looking spider. It's very detailed. I'm positive that if I see this again, I'll probably know what it is. Yeah, probably someone's using it. It looks too nice.
Okay.
This is like super detailed.
Look at Kosa and shake
Fucking
my
tell
head.
that guy.
It's like when someone looks at the S. It's that stupid S that people draw, and they're like, "Oh my god, I remember that from everywhere." You have like a huge history with it, but you have no idea where it comes from. You just know, like, yeah, I know it. I know it. Oh my, yeah, right. You know it too, right? Yeah, I know it.
I just like the comment of it's got history.
Yeah, this thing's got history. You know what I'm saying? Look at this. Look at these legs. Look at these spider legs.
Okay.
Did you play sports in school?
Yes,
Yeah,
I did.
One.
I played college ball. I could break anyone over my knee.
So as Cathra is looking at the note, she then looks at what's written on the note. I guess if you'd like, you can read it out loud.
Yeah, read it out loud.
So the note says as follows: Lord Albric, my spies in Neverwinter tell me that strangers are due to arrive in Phandalin. They could be working for the dwarves. Capture them if you can, kill them if you must, but do not allow them to upset our plans. See that any dwarven maps in their possession are delivered to me with haste. I'm counting on you, Iorno. Don't disappoint me.
Well, it's clearly talking about us.
So Iorno, let's keep that on Iorno.
The fucking meth man's like, yeah, he's definitely talking about us. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I don't think he's talking about us. I think he's talking about dwarves.
I am a dwarf.
Yes, but do you have any idea why you're anything about this? This might have to do more with your cousin instead of you.
This is our expedition. It's gotta be talking about my cousin.
Yeah, I don't think it's talking about us. I think it's talking about the cousin.
I meant us as the whole expedition.
Okay. So what?
But I don't think we're gonna learn anything right now. I don't have this map they're talking about.
Okay. Do you know anyone about a Iorna?
So Iorno is the name. Iorno is the name of the wizard that Sildar Hallwinter was looking for. He suspects that perhaps the sender of the letter was just referring to this person as his actual name instead of his pseudonym. Yeah. But the odd thing is that perhaps this letter should have been very secret, as if it has his real name in it. This is not something he'd want to leave.
Let's hold on to this letter then. See if
we'll
our friends can do us. Oh, do you know Lord Aldrich?
An old Lord Aldrich.
That's what you said for the name, right? I think.
Yes, that's right. I'm trying to think if my character would know that.
My character in background wouldn't know that unless I need to roll to see if it's a person in society I know.
We live in this society.
I rolled a history because I wasn't sure if I need to for that.
No, I don't have anything in my background about that.
Yeah, I don't have anything in my background. I'm just not sure if it's a side thing I might know. If it's something that I know about, in the nation.
Unfortunately, your history of this individual is not working. However, Methman says Lord Albrecht. That sounds very familiar. I'm gonna maybe see if I can contact some of my resources, and maybe they'll find something about it. That seems like such a familiar name, though.
Well, hopefully, I keep forgetting the guy's name. I'm sorry.
Lord Albrecht.
No, not the Lord. Silas, thank you.
Meth
Silas. Man? No, I know Meth Man. Meth Man's memorable. Silas I'm struggling with.
Oh, I mean, you could always think of him as a Silas, what was it?
Yeah. To be fair, I'm right. I had this stuff written down, but I deleted it.
Yeah.
It didn't save, so I need to ask you something later when we're done. If you want me to do it this way, but okay. I guess we'll keep going.
So Methman is looking around the room, and he says that after all the things that are around here, he notices that the wall has a crack in it, and as he looks inside, he notices that there's stairs going through it. He says, "Oh, this must be his exit, and as he goes up the stairs, he says, "Up here at the stairs, that must mean that the door is this way." And he pushes forward, and as it cracks open, he's able to go through the room, which is actually a door.
I don't see Droopy. Is he following us, or is he just chilling?
Droopy is following behind you guys.
Just making sure, because if
although meekly, he'll always be following behind you guys.
Okay. So I'm gonna follow. I'm following Methman up into here.
So Methman looks around and he starts saying like, Methman is looking around and he says, "This is probably how he escaped. He just heard the damn familiar. The damn familiar saw us, and then after the familiar saw us,
he ran.
It probably warned him, and then he just got in his things and ran away. He dropped the small things he was working on as he was in a rush, and that's when Droop probably spotted him."
Yep. But
that's the weird thing, Methman says. That Droop spotted him in an odd place. So he goes back and hold on. Yeah, he just is all like, "Man, Droop spotted him. Fuck it."
No, hold on. What were you talking about? That Droop spotted him in a weird place?
Droop spotted him.
No, I'm trying to talk to Nathaniel. Like, I'm telling Nathaniel, like, what do you mean?
So, like, Methman says, like, he asked Droop, like, "Where did you see him coming from?" And Droop said, "From the bottom." And he's like, "What?"
Huh. How did you see him from the bottom?
Because Droop was here.
Yeah,
around this area, and he saw him. Let me draw.
He was actually at the bottom of the steps you had him there. That's why that's confusing. Like, you didn't see him there.
He saw him here.
Yeah.
He saw him come up to the bridge.
Yeah.
He's like, "That's weird."
Yeah.
Then again, we were talking about what was in the lab for quite a while.
Yeah, and we also rested too before that, so.
Yeah, so that must mean that after he escaped here, he must have gone somewhere that was coming down from up, because the bridge that you fell from was this one, right?
Yeah. And this one's
so that bridge is out.
Yeah, this one's good.
That bridge was perfectly fine. So Methman is like, "I don't know what it was. I can't think, you know? Meth really enhances your senses, you know?"
Do you have any meth to take to enhance your senses?
Buddy. But yeah, Methman looks around and he's like, I can't really make much sense of this, but it's a bit odd.
I'm gonna ask Droopy. It's like, "Hey, Droopy, do you saw him from down the stairs, right? Can you kind of like
nods, and he says that he saw him coming from up this area."
So wait, he came through here, and he came down here, right? So what's the problem? Like, wouldn't he see him coming down here to run away?
And Methman, again, he rolled too low to go through this, so he's just gonna say, "I don't know, man. I think we should just look around. Maybe we'll spot something."
Okay. Can I roll perception to try and figure it out? No, never mind.
You look at it and you're like, "Damn, that has a lot of history to it." Yeah.
I rolled perception.
You're like, "Yeah,
that
makes sense. I bet there's someone that wrote a really cool book about it."
Okay, let's keep it going.
As you look around the room, this is the room that you previously saw. It is filled with a lot of mining items, crowbars, nails, hay, some rotting provisions. As you look around, Methman starts checking the wall, and as he's looking through it, he notices that the room is configured a bit strangely. He says, that's weird. Something's up with this room." You know, since there's another there's another door over there. It's like a secret door. I bet there's a bunch of other doors.
I can try rolling perception, see if I see anything.
Yeah, roll perception, please.
Probably won't.
Okay, Tater.
Yep. Roll perception on Nathaniel.
Tater says there's some perception going on.
Yeah, so right now Tater. Oh, Maddie. So Tater, so Kethra and Kosef both look in the direction where Methman is trying to look at the wall, and he's looking around, and you both notice that there is a crack, very clear crack, aligned on this specific wall. And you say, "That's almost the exact same crack that was on this wall." You're thinking that may be a door.
Hey, Meth Man, you see that crack over there? And I point at it. Could you see if you could get that open? I'll cover you. I'm gonna rack my crossbow and aim. Look around.
Meth Man says he ain't see shit.
Oh, it's right there. I'm pointing. See, Nathaniel's right there.
Over and push on it.
He goes up to the wall and he makes a small nudge to it, and as he pushes it forward, he notices that it leads to this hallway. And this hallway, actually, what the heck? There we go. For some reason, I clicked on the hide one instead of reveal more.
Mm-hmm.
So as he looks in, Methman notices that it's a hallway, and it's empty, but it has two doors there.
It's the land of doors.
One is a door in the front, and the other is a door in the back. And as he looks in this area, he notices, oh, this door right here is locked, but I bet I could pick it.
We have a key for it, remember?
Ooh, you're right. However, the door isn't locked from the other side. It's locked from the outside.
So can we?
In other words,
open it with could be our prisoner.
Yeah, I mean, it's locked from this side. It's as if someone made it so that you could lock it from the outside, which is a bit strange. So he unlocks the door, and he opens it slowly. And as he goes inside, he notices that in this room, there are racks of weapons lining the walls of this chamber, including spears, swords, crossbows, and bolts. A dozen dirty red cloaks hang from the hooks by the door. He says this is probably the armory of the Redbrands.
After we're done here, we could sell this for a bunch of money.
Oh, as long as it's useful. A lot of this looks pretty dingy.
Alright, well, it's probably not worth it then.
A few of these might be good. But if I search around, I can find some good stuff. Are you guys interested in any of the things that are in here?
Do I see any good warhammers or maces in here?
Yeah. Unfortunately, you only see the regular weapons that are used by the Redbrands. They were not using any hammers, then no, there will be no hammers available.
And there's no, Can I roll to see if there's any like good weapons or no? Or is it just like kind of like basic stuff?
Sure. As you go through the weapons racks, you see that there are, of the weapons that are useful, there are 6 short swords, 12 spears, 4 long swords, 6 light crossbows, and 8 quivers holding 20 crossbow bolts each.
I take the bolts.
Refill.
Yeah, you're gonna take all the fucking bolts?
Well, if we were functioning on the thing of like I'm burning through them, I would. But since we're not, I'm just gonna let it go. You know what I mean?
All right, 8 times 20. It's 160.
I'm just not touching it, Del, because we're not doing ammo. But if we were,
yeah. If we were, then you would have to keep track of it. So you imagine you have a plethora of bolts.
Yeah, I have an extra amount of bolts now.
You didn't say battle axe in there, did you?
Negative.
No, it was almost all swords and spears.
Who uses his wimpy weapons? Come on now.
Yeah, there's not even a great sword. It's just all one-hand weapons and like spears.
And this man goes out. He goes near the door and he says, "I'm gonna check the next room." He puts his ear against the door, checks the keyhole, and in it, he sees a few odd things, but nothing that's too out of the ordinary. He says it looks like a large empty room. He spots a few doors in the corner. However, he notices that there are coffins there, which is a bit strange.
This is weird.
He says the only thing he can think of is remembering that, well, technically this is below the manor that used to be from a prominent family. It wouldn't be surprising if this was like a catacomb of sort.
Yep. All right. I'm gonna stay back.
Can I walk in and use a history check with stone? Because those are stone coffins, right?
Those are stone coffins, yes.
I want to use a history check. See if I recognize the work.
As you walk in, you see that a better look of the room, and the 3 large stone sarcophagi stand within this dusty crypt. And propped up against each sarcophagus is a human skeleton clad in bits of rusty mail. False columns along the walls are carved in the image of spreading oak trees. The double doors in the southeast corner are sheathed with tarnished copper plate.
I prep my heavy crossbow in case something happens, and just keep my distance.
I'm going to roll history, and I get double my proficiency bonus to this.
Maybe roll religion too, to
0.
see if you know anything.
Let's see what you rolled. 10 for history. You're like, yeah, that skeleton has history.
Yeah,
No.
I knew that was coming.
No. You look at it and you notice that these skeletons, from what you can see in the armor, the weapons, you can tell that they're most likely just propped up. They look like guards. You can only think of it being sort of like a taste that a nobleman would have to maybe make other people guard them even in the afterlife. These noblemen are kind of weird.
Yeah.
Methman goes through and he starts looking through the sarcophaguses.
He's like, "Ooh, we're not grave robbing today."
I tell Kefra to move forward a bit just so I can cover you more. So I actually am in the room.
Methman looks back at Kethra and says, "We're not grave robbing. This isn't a grave. This is clearly a sarcophagus. This is sarcophagus robbing."
Like, Methman, I do feel a bit uncomfortable with this, but this is a little bit uncomfortable.
Methman goes up to the sarcophagus and knocks against it. "Hey, buddy, do you mind if we take your stuff?" No reply. Must not be home yet.
There's no stopping this halfling, is there? If I didn't owe him a debt for saving my life, I would just smack up at the head.
Well, I would. Is there no other doors through here?
No, there's here.
3 doors. There is a double door here, and there is a single door here.
Are the skeletons standing up? Like, are they?
Yes, they are standing. So the sarcophagus, the script or properly considered is a human skeleton. Yes, so they are not really standing. They're just kind of propped up. Yeah. So it looks like they're just like in. They look like they have like this really rusty armor that's around them, but at the same time, Methman was saying, "Hey, it's not that strange for the rich folk to do weird stuff with the other dead. After all, they're probably poor."
Methman, I wouldn't touch those sarcophagus just in case. This seems very suspicious.
Can I make a medicine check to see if they're real skeletons or just kind of put together?
Methman looks at his hands and go, "Yes, the sarcophagus were filled with strange things. I found this that was pretty valuable." As you notice that the sarcophagus lids are all slightly shifted outward, and in his hands, he shows you these platinum signet rings that he grabbed, that he also is wearing. Platinum.
So Droopy's over here, right? So I just ask him to keep an eye on the skeletons and yell if they start coming to life.
So Methman sees Kathra somewhat scowling and goes, "Oh, don't feel like that. Come on, I'll give you one of the rings. Here, I'll give you both one of the rings. There's 3 of them. There's 3 of us. Come on."
I take one of the rings from Methman and say, "The Redbrands have already desecrated this place. We might as well take the ring. He's already stolen it."
Trust me, Kathra. They would have wanted us to have the rings.
We should not be desecrating graves.
We're not desecrating graves. Was there any bodies in there?
He's right. We're not desecrating graves. We're desecrating sarcophagi.
You gotta roll persuasion if you want to convince him not to.
There's no point.
No, you might as well try. If it's against your character, like, definitely roll persuasion. Like, my character doesn't care about this. He's good, but he doesn't care about this. This doesn't offend him.
Definitely rolling.
Yeah, like, if this offends you as your character thing, like, please do so.
Yes.
Oh, wow. I have to roll against that. All right, so let me try to roll wisdom. I don't think I'll be able to beat that. So what is my wisdom score?
Yeah, if you're ever like getting in disagreements with people, Maddie, 12. You can definitely roll to convince them not to.
God damn it! So Methman looks at you and goes, "Oh, come on, fine." As he grabs the rings back from all 3 of the 2 of you, he goes, "Fine, I'll put them back where I found them. You know what? I'll make these skeletons look a lot nicer." As he starts slipping the platinum rings on them. And as he moves to this spot specifically, I need you to know this spot. As he puts the rings back on the skeleton, he says, "Look what I did. See, I put it back." And he moves to this spot. And as he moves to this spot, the three skeletons that were previously just standing still have begun to move.
As I had my crossbow ready and was kind of aiming at the skeletons, can I take a shot?
Although you said that you readied your crossbow, you have to say that you'd like to shoot at something that begins moving. But I'll say that this time that's fine. What would you like to shoot at?
I'll shoot at the one closest. I don't know where they are, like, on the thing. Like, is he in the sarcophagus, or he's kind of like here?
Wait, hold on. Let me.
That's fair. I should have been aiming down the sights there. I'm too used to the XCOM rule if I'm just on Overwatch.
Alright.
Okay, so I can't shoot this one. I will get disadvantage, so I'll shoot the far one.
You'll shoot this one right here?
Yeah. Do I get advantage or just regular attack?
It's a regular attack, unfortunately.
Oh, because I thought he was sitting down, so I thought he was, like, easy to hit her.
He was standing.
Oh, okay.
No,
I thought he put him back in the sarcophagus for a second.
No, they were guarding sarcophagus.
Okay, I roll.
Methman mentions they were doing a terrible job of guarding. I could take all of the rings.
I take a shot at the far skeleton.
Alright, let's see. As you take a shot at him, let's see, what did you get?
Not very good.
12?
Yep.
You're surprised that something that you thought was not supposed to be moving is suddenly moving. You pick up your crossbow in panic, and as you shoot your crossbow, it goes very easily through the chest cavity of the skeleton, as there is no flesh there for you to hit. Although it was dead center, it's a skeleton.
Okay. I roll initiative, I guess.
Absolutely, please roll initiative.
Oh my!
I didn't roll much better. Before it's pretty bad.
Oh boy! Ooh.
Remember, you get to select your token when you hit initiative to add the card tracker.
Oh, that's why. Okay.
Ooh! I got a nat 20.
For Methman or the skeleton?
That's the important question. That's Methman.
Oh, these skeletons rolled pretty good. And these skeletons will be known as Skeleton 1, Skeleton 2, and Skeleton 3 over here. Now, Tater, did you roll for initiative? You got 13. Kosa's got 13. And these skeletons rolled 19. That's pretty good.
They all got 19? Fuck.
Oh no, I roll as a group. Jesus Christ! Methman knew this would have happened if only he hadn't returned the rings. They're angry!
I think they're angry that we didn't rob their graves.
Clearly.
They must have been thieves as well in their previous lives.
If only we left this room alone.
So as Methman is here, let's see, he notices the one that's closest to him, and immediately decides to attack. Let's see. Oh, nat 1. You know what that means?
Oh,
I roll again!
Oh, that's where you have that ability.
Oh, can I ask Methman if he knows what happened? Because he was the one who stepped on it.
I think we're kind of in the middle of something.
That's fair.
Methman heard you, and he'll respond as soon as the opportunity arises. He swings his sword at this skeleton. And that's 3, 7. Actually, let me look at the skeleton real quick. Okay. No. Poison. Okay, I got it. So he swings his daggers at the skeleton, and he slashes across the skeleton's body. And as he does that, he backs off. He backs off a bit away, and here on the other side of the sarcophagus. He tries to hide behind the sarcophagus. Next is going to be Skeleton 1. That's the skeleton that's over here. He gets hit. He's all like, "What the hell?" Immediately, he engages it to the nearest person. That is going to be Kethra, and he attacks. A nat 20. As he does that, he rolls 2d6 instead of the 1d6 that he normally does. Plus 2. So he hits you for 7, Kethra. The skeleton goes infuriated that he was hit suddenly by something so small. He goes up to Kethra and he swings his blade and he hits her. Kethra, a bit unprepared for the skeleton to suddenly attack her, took the full brunt of the force. The next individual would be Skeleton 2. And this skeleton, he is going to attack the one being that had shot through him. And he'll go for Kosef. And he brutally misses. He's just no luck. All this flesh and bones have made him so nimble. And this skeleton is right here. He walks up to Methman, and since he's the closest one, he'll attack Methman.
He didn't see him. He saw him even when in stealth.
No. Methman was hiding behind the sarcophagus, so the other one didn't see him, but he saw him because he was in his line of sight. Oh, Jesus Christ! They're so good. What the fuck? And he swings his sword, and he hits that little bastard. He swings, and he slashes at Methman. Methman attempts to parry, fails a little bit. Kosef.
Okay. I take my great sword and swing it right at the skeleton in front of me.
Okay. You miss.
Well, I can't do anything, so I made my turn.
Okay.
I didn't realize the skeleton was that close to me. I wouldn't have been there. God damn it.
Next is going to be Kethra, Ruckseeker.
I'm going to hold my holy symbol up in the air, which is a boot with a mace, and channel divinity to turn the undead away from me. Try to get them to flee.
So since it's an
Know
undead,
how that works.
so if I remember correctly, undead works by having them flee away from you, but they all run basically away. They just start walking away, and it lasts for 60 seconds. Correct?
60 seconds if they fail their saving throw, which is a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom. Well, let's roll it then. What's the wisdom?
I don't know.
You don't know the DC?
No, I'm reading it and it doesn't actually say.
Sorry, I'm back.
What's the spell called again?
Channel Divinity.
And your channel divinity was specifically what?
Domain of Life, turn undead. So like spell save DC is 8 plus proficiency bonus plus wisdom modifier.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what my proficiency bonus in that. Oh, 2, 5, so it would be 13.
So, from what I'm reading for Channel Divinity is that a divine power comes and imbues your essence into having miraculous effects, and during the duration of the spell, you glow softly, shedding brilliant light within a 10-foot radius, and you're dimly lit for another 10 feet, and during that time, undead, aberration, celestial, elementals, fae, and fiends, they all have disadvantaged attack rolls against you, and you also can't be charmed or frightened or possessed by creatures of these types. During this time, you have resistance to radiant and necrotic damage. You can move across any liquid surface as if it was harmless solid ground, and you can use a bonus action to heal a creature you touch, restoring 3d6 hit points to it. If you choose ending one disease or one condition afflicting it, the condition can be blind, deafened, paralyzed, or poisoned. Okay, so basically, these guys are going to have disadvantage specifically against you.
Does
no, that's not what it does.
Okay, what does it say specifically for you?
It makes undead within 30 feet have to have a wisdom saving throw. If they fail, they have to flee in terror for up to 1 minute or until next time they take damage.
Okay, what's the DC?
It will be 13.
1, 2, 3. So this one isn't affected, this one is affected, and this one is not affected. This one is beginning to run away, so I'm just going to put him like this, where he's starting to run away. But yeah, the other ones, they're not affected.
Okay. Just so you can see what I'm looking at.
I'll be honest, Dell's one sounds way cooler.
Each undead can see or hear you within 30 feet of you. Must make a wisdom saving throw. Its creature fails. It is turned undead. Its turn for 1 minute and until it takes any damage. Its turn is trying to move far away from you as it can. It can only be willingly move the space within 30 feet of you. It's also okay. Everyone's moving. There's nowhere to move. The creature can use the dodge action. Huh? That's interesting. The dodge action. What? I didn't know there was a dodge action.
Well, there's no actual defensive stance in 5e. It's called dodge.
Okay. Alright, what's next? That was a spell, right?
Yes, it was.
I think it's...
spell or action. Okay. Would you like to... Do you have a bonus action or anything else?
I'm going to use Word of Healing bonus action to heal myself a little bit.
Okay.
I was also going to say, can she move? Because you might want to move to get flank position for me, if you move.
I can't move, get flank position without getting hit by one of them.
No, but you can move around him, if you want.
And the other one will swing at me.
No, this one's fleeing. So you can move around this one. You can move into here if you want to cause a flank from a thing, or you can move here or something, or move here.
And then I'll get flanked by the other one.
No,
I can move
running.
here.
Yeah, I was gonna say you won't cause a flank if you do that. Yeah, I think.
I'm looking up healing word. I'm trying to find the damn things I can roll.
Yeah, so that one is completely disengaged and starting to run.
Yeah.
Six.
3 plus my domain is wait. No, 9.
Mm-hmm.
Because I have life domain on top of that.
That's fine.
Okay, I had my
Ooh,
turn there.
almost full health. All right. Next person is Meth Man. Meth Man notices that there was it looked like a small bit of hesitation in this skeleton's character, and he's like, hesitation, you fool! And he swings his sword, and he's like, shit.
And you were the one who hesitated.
And Meth Man immediately disengages, and he runs and hides behind this sarcophagus. And then it's going to be Skeleton 1. And this skeleton still engaged. This skeleton that has the skeleton that was previously engaged in attacking Kethra. He's not affected by the holy light, and then he immediately swings his sword again. And as he swings, it's not as strong as the previous blows, and it's easily deflected by your shield. Are you wearing your shield right now or no?
Yes.
Okay.
Almost otherwise stayed. I'm always wearing a shield.
And this skeleton is slowly running away. As he's running away, he eventually hits the wall, and he's just
Running into a wall?
running towards this target. He's just like in a dodge state. Meth Man was confused initially as the skeleton had just walked slowly past him.
Doesn't Kosef get an attack opportunity on him?
You don't want me to take an attack of opportunity there. You wanted to keep running?
Absolutely, you can take a.
That's right. You would cancel the effect.
Yes, I see it running away, and it's like, okay, it's now I can get my crossbow ready for next turn.
You're right. You're gonna use the crossbow on the skeletons more. Okay.
Next is going to be.
It doesn't cause a damage weakness. It's still effective, even though it's like
this
bullshit.
Skeleton right here is looking around like he cannot find. He cannot find where the hell that little munchkin went, so he immediately turns around and looks for Kethra, which is the next being. He goes into the area where the sarcophagus is, and he swings at her. And he swings, but his arm has no muscle and no tendons, so he misses. It's like, damn skeletons, you know. Kosef.
All right, I move into position to attack him from the rear. Prep my crossbow, take aim, and fire.
Hit.
Okay. And then I roll 1d10. Nice. Okay. That's 10 damage.
Awesome. Which one are you going for?
The one I'm flanking. I can't. Yeah. I can't flank the other one. Yeah.
Okay. As you shoot him with an arrow, you hit him right in the sternum where the spine is, and as you do, the bones explode. Bones fall to the ground, and his armor and sword all fall down. So let me just remove him, which is, I believe, he's 2. No, he's 1.
No, he's one. I think 2's running.
Yeah, 2's running. He's right here, and 3 is right here.
Okay, and I
Next is going to
can't
be
do anything else. So
okay, Kethra.
Okay, I'm just going to swing at the one next to me still.
I
Okay.
yell at Kefra. See, bolts can kill skeletons.
By the way, are you using a hammer or are you using something else?
I'm using my one-handed warhammer.
Okay. Just know that they are vulnerable to bludgeoning, so if you are able to hit, it will be double damage.
Oh, really? Okay. Did not know that. I rolled an 18.
Well, they're skeletons, remember?
Yeah,
It makes sense, but he also hit a skeleton with a crossbow bolt, so...
Yeah,
I mean, yeah,
it did regular damage.
You hit him. Okay. Roll for damage.
Why does that do that?
What happened?
I hit the damage roll and it just rolls attack again.
Just roll the dice, yeah.
Yeah, it's 7.
So 14.
Okay.
So 14.
It's dead.
Is it double before or after?
It's double the dice roll, and then your bonus is added afterwards. So
12.
technically, it's like 12. Yeah.
Yeah, it's 12. Never mind.
Okay. As you swing the hammer, you feel that it is quite a bit of a meaty attack. You hit him and you slam him against the sarcophagus. As you do, the skeleton is barely managing to get back up as he looks at you with beady red eyes.
That's all I can do. I'm done.
And Methman goes, "Ha ha! Opportunity, ha!" And he runs over and he attacks with advantage, and he's able to hit. And as he goes behind him, so that's 7, 9, 10. So he goes behind and he slashes and able to do a slightly showy move where he cuts off the head and an arm and a leg all in one strike.
Just
That's
disintegrates
impressive with a short sword.
it. Yeah.
Absolutely, it is when there's only bone and no flesh to go.
This is
do it,
embarrassing, Kefra. I disintegrated one with a bolt, and he just annihilates them with the short sword. And you hit him with the hammer, it doesn't kill him. What is this?
As you noticed, he said, "I only would have been able to do it if I wouldn't have been able to do it."
That was out of character. I didn't mean that in character. That was totally out of character. I wasn't actually meaning to say that in game. Sorry.
So this is 2. So 3 is dead.
Yeah.
Next,
I do yell at. Sorry, go ahead, Del.
Disengages and goes back to the sarcophagus behind it, hiding.
I say to Del, good map man, good swing.
Yes, the bones are very brittle. It's like someone hit it with a hammer.
I want you to do that more often.
Next is the skeleton who is still fleeing in terror. He is still in the corner of the room.
Okay. He's facing the wall, right?
As he's starting to strike fear and panic, he's trying to run away. He decides to finally open the door as he does in the next room. It's a hallway, and he starts walking by fleeing. There.
Okay.
Next is Kosov.
I move over here, and I think that this be considered flanking because he's running away, or no?
He's running away, so you should be able to, strike normally.
Okay, it wouldn't be an advantage. Okay. I roll to attack my crossbow and take aim and fire at the fleeing skeleton. And I roll. Is it a hit?
Yes, hit. Roll for damage.
I do 6.
Okay, you done?
Yep. I assume. Do I get to see the skeleton stop? Is it still running away, or did it stop after I hit it?
After you hit it, it immediately stops and turns back, looking at you with just a skeleton, bony face.
Well, I yell at Kefra and say, "Kefra, I might need some help here. I hit it, but it's not happy."
I'm coming in now. I'm going to move here so I can't get behind it. And I'll attack with my hammer, as always.
Hit.
Yeah, all the thing is dead.
See, right? See what you hit it with.
Yeah, 1. It's gone by now.
Okay, that's another 12.
That's 16.
Oh, 16, nice.
16 total? Okay. And as you lift up your warhammer, you slam it on the head of the skeleton, hearing a very satisfying thud as all the bones that are in the path of your swing shatter.
There, now we all got one.
nice swing, Capra. Is there any loot on the skeletons? Looting.
Unfortunately, the majority of the items that they're wearing are quite old, rusted. The only thing of value you find on them are 3 platinum rings, of which Methman said, "Whoa, well, I mean, they did attack us. That means they did. I mean, these rings are technically ours now, right?"
Kefra, I have to stand with Nathaniel. We shouldn't have given them these rings. They didn't cherish them like you said they would.
He didn't take the rings off the skeletons to begin with.
Oh no, I didn't take them off the skeletons. I took them out of the sarcophagus.
Were there any skeletons in the sarcophagus?
No, they were standing guard over the sarcophagus.
Yeah, so clearly I'm still correct that the skeletons were not happy about the rings. So I'm going to take a ring. Look, Kefra, when we get attacked by skeletons after we give them their stuff back, that's grounds for it to be confiscated.
We didn't give them their stuff back. We stole it out of sarcophagus.
What are we going to do if they... What are they going to do? Complain that we had to kill them again?
Methman looks at you both and says, "I agree. Let's make bygones be bygones," as he's waving his hands with 2 clearly platinum rings in his hands.
I grab one too.
I just leave it.
Kefra doesn't want one, so 2 for you, Methman.
As you go next to the door, he says, "Now, before that rude fellow interrupted me, I was hearing something interesting on the other side of this door, but friends, we may have not have the element of surprise."
Okay, I pull up my crossbow against the wall and I aim down to the door in case someone comes running out and just kind of
Why don't you let me open the door?
Yeah, Kefra and
Okay.
Methman. I got your back.
Backs off a little bit behind.
My bolt is ready to fly.
I'm going to raise my shield up defensively before I open the door. Is that okay?
That's fine.
Yep.
Just know that if you do that, your first turn will not...
That's fine.
Oh, okay. If I remember correctly, when you're in the dodge state, your speed is regular, but you're just not allowed to do any action. So as you open the door and you look into this area, you see what looks to be a cell area. This long room is partitioned into 3 areas with iron bars. Wailing off the north and south, filthy straw lines the floors of those cells, the hinged doors of which are secured by chains and padlocks. A pair of disheveled human women are held in the cell to the south, while a human boy is confined to the north. All are dressed in plain gray tunics and have iron collars fitted around their necks. A heap of discarded clothing is piled carelessly against the far wall. 2 Redbrand ruffians in scarlet cloaks stand guard near the cells. Not surprised that they see you come through the doors, they ready their weapons.
Okay, I can't take a shot because I can't see them.
Come on.
Man,
that's a rough...
Jesus.
Oh, don't worry, I'm with you. And I rolled worse because I get +3. At least you're in defensive mode.
Yeah, I did that.
Hey, it doesn't suck.
We roll terrible initiatives. Everything else is okay. The initiatives are always done. Yeah.
My highest of the ship saves with 5.
Yeah, it's rough.
And then I got a critical hit.
It is what it is, right? Take the hit.
Ooh, that was really bad. That's like 1 below you guys.
They roll lower initiative.
Does it matter, Cather? Do you want to go first? Or do you want to go second after Kosov? You both rolled the same thing.
Wow. Okay.
I'm going to put you up first, Cather, and Kosov, you're going to go second. But you technically your turns are at the same time.
I'll go first, I guess.
Okay. So Methman sees his opportunity, notices that they both take out their weapons, and is like, "Oh, well, I mean, they clearly don't see me yet." Haha! And he just slips into the door. Goes to the front of the ruffian, and immediately attacks him. Stab, stab. And it's a hit.
Okay, so it wasn't stab swish.
And because it was advantage and is a sneak attack, it's 2d6. Oh, God. 6 damage. As he does that, he immediately slips back behind Cathra. Says, "Ah, my wonderful tower of defense. Bless ye," as he crinkles his 2 fingers with his platinum rings.
Of course, the rings.
Cathra, you're next.
So, if I understand this correctly, I can only move to here without getting attack opportunity, right?
You can move wherever you want as long as you don't move out of the space to get the attack of opportunity. But even then, like they wouldn't get an advantage; they just get a regular attack. Right now, they have disadvantage because you're in defensive or dodge state.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's the start of my turn, so that ends. Like, I think.
I mean, you can continue if you'd like.
Yeah, you could continue and move in and like block, or you could honestly just block the door.
Yeah, I'll stay here because I don't want to do anything. I'm out of spell slots, so I'll stay here.
Okay.
And stay defensive.
Okay, if I move here, can I shoot Del to this guy
You
at top?
can because the square is a 5 foot.
I can't. It's hard to tell the door.
Only if for some reason, if you roll a 1. You will have hit. You will have to roll again to see if you hit Cathra. Yes.
Okay. So I'll roll. I aim my crossbow and I fire. And whiff.
That's a miss.
Yep.
What'd you like to do next?
I pass my turn. I've got nothing else to do.
Okay. Next is going to be the one that was hit, just 1. And then this guy is 2. He goes up to the door and he notices that this bulky, short metal being is blocking the door. He's unable to get through, however. So what he does instead is he attacks this being. Oh, shit. He attacks one with his sword, missing, as he has disadvantage. And he attacks again with his second sword and misses even worse. Your shield is blocking the entirety of the door.
Was Droopy still with us with the skeletons, or is he back there still?
I just assume Droopy's always here.
Droopy is just right outside of the door, and as soon as the fighting happened, he meekly hid behind the corner.
Okay. He's my buddy. I don't want him to go wandering off and get murdered, so...
Yeah, so as soon as he saw that you guys started fighting, he just was like, careful! Ah!
Yeah.
Ah!
He's my favorite character so far.
Droop's doing his Droop dance.
Yeah.
Woo-doo, woo-doo, woo-doo.
I'm amazed we didn't get level 3 from those 3.
Well, we can't level up until we have a full rest anyway.
Yes,
oh, yeah, that's true,
and after this, it is a full rest. Actually, you guys had achieved the level 3, I think
already?
after this fight is level 3 guaranteed.
Okay. Okay.
So, right now...
So we get killed by 2 Redbrands.
That Redbrand went and missed, and then afterwards, the Redbrand walk forward as well and try to attack you, Kef.
Can he attack from there? Because it's a wall.
He can, because it is a door and it's 5 feet.
Oh, okay. It's weird with picture.
Yeah. So he attacks and it's a miss. And he attacks with the second sword and it hits. That's an 18.
Even with disadvantage, you hit?
Yes, he rolled a 22 and an 18.
I'm glad. That makes sense.
Oh, damn. Anyways, with one of the swords that he hits, he swings and he hits you and he damages you. And let's see what he gets. That's piercing damage. That is 1d6 plus 2. That's 4. He hits you and he strikes you, and you feel that your shield is a little numb, and you felt that strike was a little harder, and it was 4 damage. Next is going to be Methman. Methman, he goes, shishisha, and he walks forward, gets just in range, and he goes like on the side underneath the shield of Catherine. He just attacks. It's advantage. Where are you? 22. Lucky I had advantage. Okay, so that was a hit.
Why does he have advantage?
Because he's a rogue.
I'm using you as a wall.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
Rogues get to cheat with advantage a lot.
Yeah, that's also why they choose halflings, because they're a lot smaller and they can use beings that are larger than them as cover.
Yep.
That
Surprise
makes sense.
attacks.
Yeah, that's why you always go for halflings as thieves, rogues, or buccaneers, random shit like that.
So I shouldn't go for an ogre rogue next time.
You
Okay.
can, but it can cause issues.
Like
with some
in late
abilities.
game, you'll notice that there was you won't be able to take full advantage, and that's why people start recommending pathing off to different classes.
You can do a lot of shit with rogue, like do like spell rogue and stuff like that, I think, right?
Yes, absolutely.
So like there is stuff you can mix and match to make it work with an ogre. It's just for like basic stuff, it's not advised.
Ooh, 12. That's pretty good. As one of the Redbrands is currently fighting you, he swings very hard, and it seems that as he's swinging his sword, like he's paying full attention to you, and suddenly from one of your shadows, this little halfling comes out of nowhere and just sticks him right in the heart. And as he pulls out the blade very quickly, he immediately walks behind you. And without much of a noise, but more of a grunt, he falls to his knees, confused, and he falls to the ground. Next is going to be Cathra Rockseeker.
We'll now attack this one.
Kefir, can you push in more? I asked Kefir, like, can you shove in more so we have more room to get in there?
Try to step over the dead body a little bit.
There's a lot of space.
And go up behind him. Like, you can't actually flank him, but
Lock him into the
I
corner.
like how you guys are purposely deciding to fight in the area where the civilians are.
I mean, I'm not going to randomly shoot a civilian. I don't have a weapon.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah, sure, why not? 23 is a hit.
Fortunately, he's in the corner, so you can't really flank him.
10.
Excellent.
Kefir, you should just shield bash him into the corner.
I wish that was a thing.
You swing your hammer, your warhammer, with a powerful strike, and the Redbrand attempts to dodge, but unfortunately is unable to, as he catches the majority of the hammer into his shoulder. He is very hurt, as he himself was also surprised of how much force you had in that hammer when you hit him.
I would argue, like, if you're an ogre, you could probably do it because you're so bigger than them. You could probably roll a strength check or something to make an argument of, I can shove you into a wall. I'm so much bigger than you.
Cathra, will you be moving anymore, or is that it?
No, I'll be staying right here.
Kosef.
All right. I move into attack him because I don't want to hit the civilians. And I swing my greatsword, and I don't get advantage. So I say, Foul Fiend, How dare you keep innocent civilians?
Where were you standing?
I was here.
Okay, you didn't know you were there. You get an advantage.
Oh, it is advantage? Okay.
You didn't know you were there.
So I roll my greatsword. And I miss. I rolled the same number.
Jesus Christ. How did you get advantage and fuck it up?
How do I roll the same number on both sides?
As you swing, like, I mean, you hear it in your head, like, yeah, that has history. Yeah,
I had some good line, and I just picked up some
playing
dust.
it in your head. You just remember how you said, yeah, that has some history in it. Yeah, that's pretty good.
And I swing and I miss. Okay.
Is that it?
Got nothing else to do, so I my turn.
Alright, so let's see. One of the Redbrand was dead. That was 1. Let me delete that. Next is going to be Redbrand 2. And Redbrand 2 is surprised. However, he's still in a match against Cathra, so he swings. He misses. He swings again with his other sword, and he misses again. He's flailing his weapons, as you can tell that he is attempting one last ditch effort at attacking you. As he then realizes that he is alone with only you all three, and he's the last one. Methman, seeing opportunity as he crinkles his new platinum ring, says, "Ha ha ha!" as he switches the eye patch with the gems to his other eye. And he moves from behind of Kosef, and he strikes at the Redbrand. Oh shit! As he's striking at the Redbrand, he notices that he accidentally fumbles a bit too much with the eye patch, and he misses. And he goes, I'll get him next time, and he steps back outside behind the door. There you go, over here. Next is going to be Cathar Rockseeker.
I'll give you one chance, Bandit. Surrender now. We may let you live.
Okay. Do a persuasion. Okay. You can see a shift in the face of the Redbrand ruffian. Beforehand, he had a face of complete determination to fight you all to the death. But as he says that, only you notice that his face kind of like softens up. Anyone's going to have advantage if they decide to attack him. But Kosef is next, and he does not notice this facial expression change.
So I swing my greatsword at him. And he's
20.
fucking dead as shit. 3d6, I think, right? Because it's you get another dice.
Yes, you get 1 extra dice of whatever damage dice you have.
So 3d6 plus 2, so 6 plus 2. Did that kill him or no? Because I'm gonna RP if I kill him.
Yes, you absolutely kill him.
I swing my greatsword down and strike him for the chest, and Kefir kind of gives me a look, but it looks like the sword's not going to finish him. But when I pull the sword out, I hit him in the back of the face in the face with the platinum ring, and he falls over in pain. See, I told you the ring was useful, Kefra.
I wanted to question him.
He didn't surrender. Like look, Kefra. These guys are running with bugbears who torture goblins, and a demon mage who is eating people in the cavern. Ow!
I wasn't going to let him live.
They're very evil.
But he didn't know that.
He didn't surrender? No, how does he not know that?
Methman looks at the Redbrand that's dead and says, "Ha! Got him with old ring slap, huh? Ha ha!"
Well, I don't think I can question this one, so...
Well, we have all these civilians we can, free and see what's going on. And we still have that Redbrand who's captured in the prison.
Do we? I thought he was dead.
No, he's in the prison with the mayor.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that one.
I know Kefra, your bloodlust is so powerful that you forget people we kidnap, but he is clearly there's still clearly a live Redbrand.
I'm the bloodthirsty one here. Okay.
Look, I don't know why you're so defensive about these Redbrands who kidnap and murder parents, kidnap women and children, and have someone who eats other people.
I wasn't letting him go. I wanted to see if he knew what's in the manor.
Why do you say that?
I was going to before you stabbed him in the chest.
Are both of them full dead?
I assume that one's very dead.
Meth Man checks the pulse of the one that has a wound inside of his heart and says, "I think this one's dead. I don't hear any beating as his heart is very visible." He goes up to the second one that Kosef had slammed, and he said, "This one would have lived. His heart is good, but his skull is no good." As he lifts his head up and he sees that his back of his head is extremely bloody and already cracked.
Let's see if they have keys on them.
Let's go save the civilians. Will the key that you have, Meth Man, work, or do they have keys on them?
Let me check.
I don't think we cleared out this whole area too, so we should keep an eye out.
As he looks through the Redbrand's clothes, he finds some of the keys. And Methman goes up to the northernmost cell as he notices that the woman is extremely tired, almost dazed.
I thought you said that was the boy, to be fair.
So there are 3 captives, and which is a bit strange. So the description says that a pair of disheveled human women are held in the south, while a human boy is confined to the north. But for some fucking reason, the captive says that Myrna Dendrar and her 2 teenage children, whereas freaking Myrna is on top and the 2 children on the bottom. So it's kind of weird.
Oh, okay.
So
they all look like
it's
women.
like it's an error. It's an error of the text.
Yeah.
Which tells you the location. So for right now, we're just going to go with the text because it looks like Nilsa and Nars, which are the 2 children, and Myrna is technically the mom. So ignoring the description that the text gives, we're going to say that the mom is up top, the 2 children are on the bottom. Now, if you want to know what they look like, the woman that you look up top at north, even though I already said her name, technically you don't know it yet. She is... She is in her late 30s, and the children, one looks like an 18-year-old and the other one looks like a 13-year-old.
13-year-old son, 13-year-old daughter, because you said one's a male, one's female.
Yep, 13 and 18.
No, so I'm saying, which one is the male, which one is the female?
18-year-old Nilsa. So Nilsa and then Nars. So Nilsa's, the girl is 18 and the son is 13. So the son is the younger one. And as Methman goes up to Myrna, he catches her out of her stupor. She's a bit afraid, not sure what's going on. They've been somewhat hoping that you aren't anyone more evil. He just goes up to her and he says, "Hey, we're here to get you out. We were sent by," and he thinks off the top of his head. He says, "Sildar Hallwinter has sent us to rescue you." I mean, it's true, so... Okay, so she looks at...
You look shifty when you say it.
Looks shifty. She sees the 2 crinkling platinum rings in his fingers, and she sees an eye patch that has gems on it, and she says, "What a shady man."
He doesn't represent the rest of us.
She says that in a meek voice that we've been here for days. My husband... He was killed by the Redbrands after he had stood up to them, and as to show some kind of example, he took me and my children here to the cell. We weren't told what was going to happen to us, but they told us that we would most likely be sold into slavery, and most likely the boy would be killed. Thank you.
That won't be happening now.
She says thank you, but as she's saying this, she's not speaking to Methman. She's looking at Kefra.
And Kosef?
Methman is a bit annoyed, saying like, and then he gets an eye patch and he shifts it to the other eye.
I put my hand on Methman's shoulders like, okay, you helped save them, even if they don't feel that grateful.
He opens up the cage door, and he goes to the other side to open up the other one.
I go
and as he
to
looks at the children, he starts making small chit-chats like, "Are you all right? What happened?"
Yeah. Before we need to escort him back to town, obviously.
Yes.
Before we do that, there's still that area near the entrance to the cave we haven't looked at yet.
In the hallway.
I assume the hallway leads up into the manor.
Might be, might not.
I don't actually know.
Let's go ahead. Dobby, can you stay with the wife and the kids? This is our friend Dobby. He's a friendly goblin. He was being tortured by the bugbears.
So, Myrna, she's a villager from Fandelver. However, they are familiar with droops, as they said. The 13-year-old boy, saw the droop and said, "Oh, a droop! I was told if I ever spot one in the wild to capture it. They make really good pets."
He's been.
They are still beings. You can't just capture them and make them a pet.
But they are loyal friends.
But they're subhuman.
They're loyal friends who have also helped save you. So, I go over to the women and just say, like, "Are you okay? Do you need help getting up? Are you?"
She grabs your hand and says, she thanks you for rescuing her, and she also says that she has no reward to give you for your efforts, although much whatever pain and difficulty you went through. However, she does tell you that as thank you, the only thing she could do is tell you of an heirloom that her family once had when they were at a better time. She said that as a child, she used to live in a city called Thunder Tree, and she gives you a bit of a description of where you can find a jewel. She says if you were to go there to Thunder Tree and find the house that has this, I guarantee that if you look at this location, you'll find something of great value. That's the only thing I can offer, as I have nothing since me and my husband moved here.
There's no reward for helping the innocent, and also, as another person of Thunder Tree, I hope to one day be able to free Thunder Tree of the evil dragon and all the skeletons, so your family can at least live where you used to live.
One thing I'd like to put in for the Thunder Tree is like a greeting that all Thunder Tree people would have. So I'm gonna say that something simple. What do you think about this concept? When people from Thunder Tree always say, "May the light of the tree guide you," or something like that.
May the Earth Tree guide you.
Yeah, may the Earth Tree guide you.
may the Earth Tree guide you.
I don't know. Instead, they look at you and say, "Later, maidenless."
Yeah. How about something like "May the tree protect you from thunder" or something like that? Because for Thunder Tree, something like that. I don't know.
What if you do What if you do finger guns and you go Thunder Tree?
Thunder Tree away.
Thunder Tree. Yeah, that's
whatever you like.
She puts finger guns up and she goes Thunder Tree.
Do finger guns, Thunder Tree.
Hey, that's it. That'll be.
Is that actually what you want me to do? I'll do it. I don't care. I think it's funny. Okay,
like, Thunder Tree, yeah.
Thunder Tree, yeah. Alright, so I say just stay here for now while we scout out the area so you can escape.
Yeah,
as
probably the safest area right now.
I assume they want I would assume she wants to go see her kids.
Yeah, absolutely. So Myrna goes
I help
with
her up.
Myrna and Nilsa and Nars all she grabs her children and Droop starts leading them. Says he starts saying things like, "I'll show you where the exit is. Would you like me to show him where the exit is?" And he looks at you.
We want to make sure it's safe first.
Hold on, Droop. Stay with them. Stay behind us. And stay here for now. We're gonna just find the exit. Is there an exit close by that won't have people there, Droop?
I mean, he says that he only knows of the exit that we passed by. He's not familiar too much with this area, but he says that the only other area that he saw was through these double doors down the hall. He saw a hallway.
I'm gonna. Methman, can you scout out that area? I'll be behind you. Kefir, could you protect them?
I will wait here.
Methman agrees. He looks around and he says, "Ha! No worries, my eyesight is 20. Close to 20/20.
Feel free to loot the Redbrands too while we do this.
Droop stays behind, and he's playing with the children, comforting them. Methman is looking around. And let me... What was that? Da, 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 da. Let me make some rolls real quick.
I have my crossbow and I'm aiming down the hallway in case someone comes running out.
Wait, how much does a halfling weigh?
It's half of a human, I think. So, what does a human weigh?
40
I can
pounds.
find it.
Oh, that's fucking hilarious. Okay.
I wasn't actually joking. I think it's actually how it works.
I found it. That's how it is. So, Methman, he's looking around the area and he goes, all right, let's see. And then he walks slowly toward this area and...
Okay, they're between 40 and 45 pounds, Del. According to D&D.
And as he goes through, he notices that, the pathway going through, it seems to be getting a little older. Perhaps this is an older area of the cavern. He says a lot of the tiles are lifted up from the ground. Careful with tripping. Methman goes to the side and looks through the hallway. And as he looks through the hallway, he sees this like these stairs in this area. And Mythman looks back and says, it's not too bad. It looks like there's this hallway going in. I can probably go in a little deeper if you'd like.
Can I roll perception to see if like the hallway, if there's anything, if it's like unstable for me? Fuck.
You rolled an 11.
God damn it! I rolled a 20 nat on the second one. Fuck.
So as you roll, you look down on the ground and you see that the area just looks a little older than all the rest of the area. A few tiles are a bit loose and stacked on each other, but other than that, everything looks fine. Methman, he looks towards the area and he says, let's see what I can spot. So he starts walking forward a little bit, and he pushes slightly against the door, and he's able to push through, and he whispers back, "Secret entrance back here."
I start walking forward because it doesn't seem that suspicious.
Stop there.
Yep.
And as you're there, you notice that the tiles and the timbers begin to collapse around your area. And for now, let's see if you're able to succeed in stepping out of the way as the tiles seem to be going, however, slowly, and it seems to give you just enough time for you to evade. DC.
Athletics or acrobatics?
Athletics. Actually, no, acrobatics. 20. You nimbly are able to roll forward. As you do, you notice that the bottom of the ground immediately falls to the ground, so you're one square forward.
Okay, so I move forward or I move backwards?
Yep, forward. So this, yeah, there.
So is this entire area like completely broken?
This four square area has fallen. Kathra, you hear a sound of crash past the double doors.
And check it out.
And as you do, Kosef, you notice that of the area that fell, the side of the side rim of this walkway has a narrow walkway that you can go through.
Okay,
however, the main step is broken. Kathra, you go through the double doors that are already open, and you look through and you see that Kosef is somewhat shaken, kind of like in not a sprawled position, but sort of like with his knees bent, seeing as if he had just moved quickly, and the ground seems to be gone from behind him.
What happened?
I'm glad we didn't send the civilians this way, because this would have been a mess. I'm glad I didn't fall over again, like on the bridge. That's all I gotta say.
I assumed we were taking them out the cave entrance.
I thought there was an entrance back to the manor proper, and that might have been safer to go through than for the cave.
The manor full of bandits?
You know what? You have a point.
Methman says, you know, this door, it looks like it's a false one. I could easily push this forward.
Methman, open it up, but you know what? Kefra, you want to escort the civilians back then?
I think that's a good idea. I'll take the civilians out. It should be safe with the other bridge out. No one can really sneak up on us.
Methman, do you want me to go with them or stick with you? I don't feel very comfortable with traps, but
That's fine. I rarely get the traps. Usually it's people following me.
yeah, I can tell.
So Methman, he looks through, and as he looks through the door, he notices that the area is mostly empty. There is quite a bit of noise coming from the eastern area that is sort of like water, and it seems to be this pool going through. And as it's seen, it's as you see through the door, the door opens onto a 5-foot wide landing 15 feet above a large cellar, with stone steps descending to the floor in 2 short flights. Another door stands beneath the stairs. To the north, a large stone cistern occupies the west parts of the room, whose walls are lined with kegs and barrels. As you see forward, it appears that there is this this pool that has some kind of a natural sort of water source coming out of it. Roll a perception.
Okay. Almost in that.
Okay, as you're... Hold on, let me roll one as well. Okay. As you're both making your way down down the flights of stairs, as you see there's a flight going up to this area, there's a flight going up, and there's a flight going down, so you're technically on the 2nd floor. Methman decides to go down, and as he's going down slowly to check around the area, he notices that there is a shiny glint near the wall inside of the water.
I pull up my crossbow and motion the Methman. Can I see it too, or is it just Methman?
Both of you see it. Both of you, remember, you got 24 and 19. He's like, yeah. I see something shiny in the water.
Methman, I'll give you cover up here.
He says,
be careful.
My money senses are tingling as he clinks his 2 rings.
I aim my crossbow near the water area in case something pops out of it.
So as he makes his way cautiously towards the corner of the water, he notices that it was a bit shiny, and he grabs it, and as he reaches down, he picks up something that looks like a bag. Now, in this bag... Where is it? Now, as he picks it up, he notices that it is a satchel. And he opens up the satchel and tells you quietly, there's a few things in here. It seems that the satchel is waterproof, and it contains a few things. It says he found a potion of healing. He says he found a potion of invisibility. He found about 50 gold coins and a clean set of ordinary travel clothes. I mean, he looks at this close and he says, if this was mine, I'd probably make this a getaway kit.
Might have been for the mage.
Probably.
Here, take the potion of invisibility. You might need it more, Nathaniel.
Ooh, that'd be nice.
I'll take the potion just to keep it as a thing. And here, I'll take, since Kefra's not here, and I'll take 25, you take 25, and split it 50-50. While Kefra does
he takes the 25 and he throws the satchel with the potion and the 25 gold to you, which you catch quite easily.
Yeah. And I keep it just in case it's useful for later, in case we go swimming or something.
He looks around the area and he says, well, I see the door. However... Yeah, it's actually, no, he saw it earlier. So as he was looking at the door, he says, well, I also noticed the door that was there, but I also noticed that over here is one of these doors that are fake again.
I start moving down. I say, here, let's go for the fake door.
So as he opens up the fake door, he looks through and he says, this is just close to where we begun. In fact, it's the other side of that bridge that you fell through.
Thank you for reminding me of that.
He says, no problem, as he puts his eye patch on the other eye.
I guess by this point I would be walking out with the prisoners, right?
Actually, as you're walking through there, and as we do this, we see you actually walking through the mouth of the cave.
Yeah, so we see them leaving with all the people.
Yeah, as we see you guys leaving, and I'll move the Pogs over here.
Yeah.
With Nars, Nirna, and Myrna.
So I wave at Kefra.
Oh, we got out. I see across from me. We got out without any incident.
So I wave to Kefra over here and say, Kefra, here, come across this bridge. You'll be fine.
The bridge is already
gone.
Yeah, but it's fine. It's a magic bridge, Kefra.
I'm gonna go up north. Thank you.
Now hold on. He made a suggestion saying that it's a magic bridge.
I roll charisma. I roll deception. Nat 20 with a -1.
You serious?
You have to roll against that. You have to roll a nat 20.
Does it even matter?
Roll it. In character, I won't let you do it. I'll just make fun of you for it.
A magic bridge?
That's unfortunate. He rolled a nat 20.
I've never
in your mind,
magic bridge.
In your mind, you see that it is no bridge, and you know that you should not cross. However, in your mind, for a few passing thoughts, you believe it may be an actual magic bridge. So, you, however, have no inclination to test this theory. However, you have a suspecting inner gut feeling that perhaps Kosef knows that this is a magic. So perhaps there are some things which you cannot see, which are true.
So
your character believes that this may be true. However, as you see, like your character does not attempt to cross it, as you know that it is a broken bridge. However, in your heart and in your mind, you think maybe he is right. Maybe this is a magic bridge.
Maybe I should believe more in the gods. Does he? Yeah. Does she go to walk over? Because I will actually in character yell at her and say stop, stop.
You have to understand that nat 20s means that you succeed in some way, but it doesn't mean that she does what you're like. She doesn't become
Thank
so Kefra knows that the bridge is not there, but in her mind, she thinks that may be a magic bridge. From now on, whenever she remembers this place, Kefra, if ever mentioned that there is a bridge there or anything of note, she will say that there was a magic bridge.
I'm gonna walk around now.
We don't get inspiration for that. Come on.
Yeah, absolutely, you get inspiration. That was great.
Completely out of character.
No, I was joking, but it still worked. Look, I'm a dock worker. That's like legitimately stupid dock worker here. I'm still a villager. I still say stupid shit. I'm not a paladin.
This is true.
Like I'm not noble good. I'm good, but I'm not like protector of everyone and like bullshit. Is Droop following us still, or is he going with the family?
Droop wants to know if you want him to lead them to back to Phandelver.
Droop, can you lead them back to Phandelver and just stay with the family?
I don't know if that's a good idea. They might attack him.
His characteristics are very commonly known as being like the type of goblin. In fact, it's even rare that he would be with the people, because that would usually mean that he's their pet.
Yeah. Okay. So I would suggest he stays with the family. I don't want Droop to get hurt. He's already been tortured enough, Kefra. And I know the family knows that he's a Droop.
So the Droop will go with him, and it seems that the children Nars and Nilsa's taking a liking to him, so they take him by the hand and he starts leading them out. It is quite a bit of a ways to Phandelver, but it's quite close since it is literally the hill that's close to it.
Yeah.
See, and Methman is right here, and he says, "There's one room that we haven't gone through."
Yeah. See, Kefra, being nice and saving Droop, let him meet another family. Maybe he'll be able to.
Yeah, you were right this time. I mean, I did convince you to go in there.
It's true. I know that you were initially against me, but your charisma that convinced me that I was even more right.
Did you find anything over here, by the way?
We found a bag. We had a potion of invisibility and a potion of healing. I kept the potion of healing, gave the potion of invisibility to Nathaniel. I figured the rogue having more invisibility is just more helpful. If you want, we can give it to you, but you're...
I don't think that's going to help me any.
I don't think it'll be helpful for your...
Methman, he signals...
loud.
He signals to both of you a small little finger to the mouth as he puts his ear against the doorway. As he listens through the doorway, he then listens and hears more, and he slightly walks towards Kefra, and he says, I hear a total of 3 talking. They sound as if they're human. The timbre in their voice, it sounds as if they're human, but he hears 3 distinct voices.
Kefra, I'm going to get some high ground and get in position and aim the crossbow at the door.
Yeah, we can't let the bandits stay here. They'll cause problems.
So I bunker down and get set up.
Methman says, I mean, technically we haven't made much noise. I could just dress up like a Redbrand.
We could ambush them. The pool makes it hard. How deep is the pool? Like, is it easy to get through it, or would it be like a?
It's only about 3 feet deep. 3 feet deep.
That's actually pretty deep.
I'll say that it's like 2.5 to 3 feet, but it's basically knee high.
Okay. I was gonna say 3 feet deep is not knee high. I was gonna say 3 feet. What do you mean? No, 3 feet. Del, 3 feet is like half a body.
Damn. Okay, so
it's not 3 feet. It's all of Meth Man, and it's almost all of Kefra.
It is all of Meth Man, but it's only about knee high to a normal human, and to Meth Man it's about chest high.
Okay, so it's about a foot deep then. It's about a foot deep then. Okay. I remember most people are 6 feet, so if you say it's 3 feet, it's half a person.
Then it's going to be about it's about a little less than 2 feet. It's a regular person to go a little bit above their knee, but yeah.
Okay, so I'm in position with the crossbow, so it would slow them down. It would be hard for them to get through it.
So Kefra, Methman looks at you and he says, "It's up to you. How do you want to go about this?" As he starts showing you his cloak.
Regardless of your decision, I'm in position.
Cloak's going to do much at this point, so yeah, you can do that.
You want to try for fooling?
Yeah, let's try to fooling them.
Yeah, you could also ambush them, Kefra, by being near the water, like on the side or something.
I was thinking of going over here.
That means like you're nowhere to hit them, though. To be fair,
Methman suspects you want him to die.
Yes, like I'm in position to help him. You're in no position to help him, Maddie.
Throw fire at them.
No, Maddie, like you could hide in the barrels there, and you could like flank them.
I'll be over here.
Yeah, I was gonna say like do a flank advantage.
Methman says if for some reason they see you should probably wear a red robe. And he hands you one of the ugly ones.
Yeah, I put a red brand over
throw
me
that on.
I kind of hide so it's hard for them to see. Because how high am I? Like 15 feet, you said? Or 5 feet?
That is, well, actually, this is the first floor, and this is the second floor right here, and then this where you hear is this is the third floor. So you're quite high.
I have quite high height advantage, and it's hard for them to see me.
So for right now, Methman, he says, all right, I'm going to dress up as a Redbrand. Let's see. It worked on the bugbears. It should work on them, right? They're pretty stupid.
Yep.
As he opens the door shyly and meekly, he looks in and he says, "Hello, fellow Red Branders. How do you go, my Red Branders? Hard R. How do you do, my fellow ruffians?" And as he does this, he does a.
Are they all ruffian elves too? Because that'd be pretty fun.
They're all ruffian humans.
They got all the pointy ears. It's like they actually sharpen their ears to become more evil.
And he is deceiving them, so that is a deception. And as he goes in there, he's just he's like, "What up?" And unfortunately, as he's saying this, they notice that he has a gold eye patch on his eyes. However, there is only one being who has that specific type of eye patch with the 2 gems in it, and that is the bugbears that they hired. As they suspect foul play, they ready their weapons and immediately begin to go forward and attack Methman. And Methman goes, "Oh no, my roughs!"
Okay, I am aiming down. Are they actually near Methman, or do I not get a pre-attack because they're technically
right there? You see where the pogs are.
Okay, no, I'm saying like. Because they moved into him, so can I hit the one in the corner?
Well, initiative has to happen first.
Well, no, because I'm aiming at them is what I'm saying. Like
you can't see them.
No, you can't see them.
I can't see that one? Okay, that's the only one I wasn't sure on, because it was
you don't have any line of sight. Damn, unless you would have gone in an awkward way, but yeah, you only chose to stand specifically there.
I went for the most optimal spot, but it is what it is. Okay, initiative
Okay.
time.
Please roll initiative.
Oh, come on. This is 10. What the fuck?
Oh, nice. 17.
Of course. Why would I roll above 5?
Oh, wow. They all roll. Nat 20s. Wow. That's fucking crazy. I don't think I've ever seen a double nat 20.
That's the only thing that sucks when you have them all roll at the same time. They all roll really stupid good. You can just kill someone. Poor Meth Man. He's
Is that normal that they roll it all at once?
It depends. It's just how it's preference. It makes it easier.
Yeah, I decided to do it. Because sometimes I have 2, sometimes I have 7, and I just don't want to bother with it.
Yeah, it makes it simpler. Like I said, it can backfire on them too, because if they all roll shit, you can wipe out a bunch of them before they even have a chance to do anything. But unfortunately, Meth Man's about to get the dick. And I guess Meth Man doesn't have a chance to run away.
I don't know. I would say that one song starts playing. What was it? What you say? That you only meant well. So he's at the door, and he uses the hard R word, the ruffian word, and they look at him and they immediately notice that something is off. He's wearing one of the bugbear's eye patch, and the cloak seems to have a whole bunch of holes and tatters and a little bit of blood stains in it. So they immediately know the jig is up. And they all go to attack him. However, it's bottlenecked, so they're one after the other trying to get through.
All right.
And one of them immediately attacks Meth Man. Oh, thank God. And as he does, he swings one of his swords, which hits Meth Man. And the second sword, Meth Man is able to dodge. So let's see how much damage it is. 1d6 plus 2. Oh my God.
1d6 plus 2. That's a full max hit.
And as he does, he cuts Meth Man quite a bit, and Meth Man he gets hurt. However, the other ruffians are trying to get through, as one of them is engaged in battle with Meth Man right now.
Yep. And they can't get free.
And the other one prepares his bow and steps to the back and decides to shoot Meth Man. Oh, no, he has no bow. I thought he did. Oh, no, someone else. So he's still right here. Never mind. So he's still right here. He's on top of the bed, and he's preparing to attack. No one sees him yet.
Yeah, we haven't run into a single Ripper who uses a bow and arrow, even though they have it as a weapon.
Meth Man, freaked out that he just got hit really badly, decides saying in his head, damn it, if only Cathra would have put defensive stance on it, I would have had advantage. Anyways.
Wait, why would me going a defensive make
If you went in the door, you could defensive instead of playing the game, and it might have helped.
You could
yeah, right, no.
You could protect or give someone else advantage.
Yeah, if you went defensive, you could have blocked for him.
You could block for me, yeah. You would give me advantage because technically you would be trying to deflect for me. It would be like someone next to you and someone attacks you and there's a shield there.
Wouldn't it give a negative, though, to deception, though? Because you could see Kefra?
Yes, it would have. But actually, no, because technically she was at the side of the door because they didn't see her. So that's Meth Man, and Meth Man decides to attack, and he goes, my ruffians, why? And then he attacks, however it's a miss, and as he does, he disengages, and he moves back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and he moves over here, leaving the door open.
Yep. So I have surprise advantage, I'm pretty sure.
Yes, you do have that. Next is going to be Costa.
I take aim and fire at my crossbow to hit the ruffian in the front of the door.
That's a hit.
Okay. 1d10. And 6. Unfortunate.
As you take back your bolt from your, as you notch back your bolt and you freaking let it rip and it goes through, it strikes the ruffian on his shoulder, leaving him a bit hurt. He immediately pulls out the arrow and he looks to see that you had actually struck him, and he focuses you as he sees only you and Methman.
So
next is Cathar Rockseeker.
I think couldn't Kefra just stay there and just like go defensive?
No one sees her yet.
And can use attack of opportunity every time they try and get by her.
You can if she decides to. I don't think she can do that as defensive.
Okay. Probably not.
So it's your call.
I don't think that's a good idea.
You could hit all three of them at once, because if they run through, you just hit them all when they get by you.
And then they would turn around and stab me in the face.
Yeah, but no, like if they try to run to me, right? Like they actually, I don't think they can adjust if they don't
can't
see
reach you.
Actually,
you're on the 3rd floor.
Yeah, they can't. But it's something to think about. Like I don't know which the best option there is. It's your call. Like they have advantages. Either way.
I think the best option right now is just actually block the doorway in defensive stance, so only one can engage at a time.
Okay.
So that's exactly what I'm going to do. I jump out and go, aha! No one expects a stealth dwarf. Put my shield up.
It just throws his shield at the door and blocks the Redbrands.
Okay. As you do that, you have you give them disadvantage whenever they attack you. However, you will not be able to attack, and you can only do bonus actions.
I have nothing else to do. I'm out of spells.
Next is Ruffian 1. As he notices that you suddenly came by and blocked the doorway, he is furious. As he is, he'll decide to attack you with his 2 swords. And as he has disadvantage, he misses twice as he swings at you. It seems that like the arrow that hit him in the shoulder is affecting his swinging arms.
And the surprise dwarf shield.
and the other ruffian that's there attempts to squeeze through. Let's see. He's not able to get by as he can only see the dwarf. As he starts encouraging his ruffian brother, and he's like, kill the dwarf! Is that the one that hit you? As the other ruffian tries the same thing, and that one as well. They're both stuck. Methman, noting that he almost died, decides like, hey, I'm going to go for a little quick sneak attack as he goes to the side. As he goes, actually, let's see, Methman. As he swings from the door that he's at, and he attacks with advantage. That's a hit. 2d6 plus 3. 6. Damn, he sucks.
Yeah, don't worry, you rolled as bad as me.
And as he strikes at the ruffian, Methman didn't realize, but that one strike that the other ruffian had done on him, it took quite a bit of quite a toll on his body. He is unable to move any further away from him to disengage. Next is Kosef.
Can I roll advantage still? Because I had advantage, or they all see me.
These two see you. So yeah, these two at the door see you. They see someone that was shooting them.
Okay.
As long as you don't roll a 1, you're good.
Oh wait. What do you mean? If I roll a 1, it's not advantage, or I get
Cathra's in your way. If you roll a 1, you're gonna have to roll.
I'm gonna use inspiration.
Okay, you have advantage.
Yep. I take aim. I do my finger guns thunder tree at them, and I fire my crossbow.
Hit.
Oh goddamn! It was almost a nat 20. Oh no, it wasn't. That's not even close. Oh no, it is actually pretty close. Okay, and it's 1d10. Rolled twice. Ignore that. It did it twice.
7. So then
10.
How much? 3? 10. Okay.
Yeah, plus 3. So yeah, it just registered as twice.
As you shoot your crossbow, you shoot one that's quite well, and it shoots into the neck of the ruffian as he starts squirting blood out of him, and he falls to the ground. The next ruffian is... Let me put it to the side. The next ruffian steps forward to take the other ruffian's place.
I've not changed my plan. I'm being a wall today.
Kathara, you will be a wall.
I will be a wall.
Next is the other ruffian.
You want to intimidate them and to get a capture like you said you wanted to?
No, at this point, I don't
the
think
other
it's
ruffian is at the wall, he then attacks. He misses. He attacks with the second strike. He misses again as he has disadvantage. And as he has disadvantage, he curses that you're just you're much smaller, but for some reason you're covering the entire doorway. He's completely confused.
The shield's as big as Hefra, or bigger.
And then Methman immediately decides to attack the next being that took there. However, he wasn't able to disengage, so he notices the small little being. He doesn't get advantage. As he does that, Methman attacks. He misses, and then he disengages. He steps back. Next is going to be Kosef.
Okay. I take aim and fire my crossbow. Damn it.
That's a miss.
On. That's bullshit. Come on, game. Okay. Can I try to roll stealth to try and hide from them? Like pre-position so I'm like hidden a bit? I'm gonna roll stealth.
That's good. Stealth. They don't see you.
Alright. So Maddie, I rolled a d20 on my second roll. I mean a nat 20. I rolled a nat 20.
Kathara Rockseeker.
I attempt a stealth check and then go in defensive stance.
A stealth check in front of them?
Yeah.
You'll be rolling at disadvantage.
Roll
right?
it, roll it. Screw it, just roll it. Roll it. You're stealth checking with the shield in front of them.
Roll.
Yeah, let's do it. Get a nat 20.
Oh wow, you would be at this. If you hadn't been a disadvantage, you would have rolled. You would have succeeded. So as you attempt to go into invisible mode, it's just you slamming your shield in front of them, like bang, 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 and then for some reason you say, "You don't see me."
Damn,
roll persuasion. Roll persuasion for that.
No.
Next is one of the ruffians. That one's dead. The other ruffian attempts to swing at you.
Sorry.
Oh wow, 23 and a 20.
Did not like that.
14 now. So one of his strikes, he's able to get past your shield and strike you on your shoulder. However, there's a pauldron there with metal. However, it did affect you. And the damage it did to you was 1d6 plus 2.
Oh,
7.
oops.
So the sharp pain you feel in your shoulder did quite a bit of damage to you. And while there, you then sturdy your body back again in defensive stance. And next is Methman as he steps forward very quietly, and he... Oh, that's funny. Okay, never mind. He rolled advantage, so 15, that hits. And then from this, he also rolls another 1d6 plus 3. So that was 4, 5, 9, 10, 11, 12. And he strikes. He strikes the Redbrand right in front of him very, very strongly. He slashes at this Redbrand's legs and arms, and as he does, he cuts, and quite a bit of blood starts flowing from the Redbrand. Hurt, he's unable to see what's going on too much, as Methman immediately hides behind the crates and the barrels. Next is Kosef, Thundertree.
Is both of them dead, or is they still alive?
One of them is dead. This one is dead.
Okay, so I have advantage because I stealth, so I take my crossbow and aim to finish off this Redbrand.
Okay, you have advantage. It's 20 hit.
Thank God I have advantage. And I roll a 1d10. And okay.
However, now that
9.
you're out of that stealth, you are seen again.
Yes. And I
6.
hit 9.
9. As you ready your bolt, you let it loose, and as it goes over Kefra and into the body of the ruffian, it hits him square in the chest, right above where the Adam's apple is, and he falls to the ground. Freak accident. A freak accident.
Okay. I don't think this Redbrand can see me because he was behind the wall.
Yeah, he couldn't see you.
Okay, so I have advantage next
You'll
turn.
have advantage next turn, yeah.
Nice.
Are you done?
Yeah, I passed my turn.
Next is Cather Rockseeker.
I shall be a wall and not attempt to stealth this time.
Attempt stealth.
I am not attempting to stealth.
attempt intimidation.
I will be standing here. Thank you very much.
I am shield, woman. Fear me. I am all shield. I am not a dwarf. I am an animated shield. You have no chance against me.
That'd be funny if Cather had like a shield, but it had like an anime waifu on it. You cannot get past my waifu.
My waifu shield is indomitable.
I'm sure there's one out there.
I'm sure there is. Okay.
Cather, what will you do?
I'm standing here. I'm not doing anything.
Okay, you'll still be in defensive stance. Next is the second ruffian. As the second ruffian comes out of the corner of the room, he then attacks you. However, if Methman hadn't told you that there was 3 in the room, he probably would have surprised you. But you were already anticipating that there was one other. And he attacks.
Oh.
With disadvantage, he misses.
I have a dumb question.
Wow, what's up?
Could I actually prep my crossbow to fire again if another guy comes up or no? No, they wouldn't work.
You would have
can't
to
like mid-turn bullshit.
Yeah, I prep if another enemy comes from this area, but you have to be focused in that area.
Okay, that's why I wasn't sure if it counted. So you can do it. I just didn't know if you could.
And as the ruffian is nervous that his other friends have fallen, he then strikes the dwarf. At first, he was a bit nervous, thinking perhaps I should give up, but when his second strike hit true, he then has a surging amount of confidence coming up. He does 3 damage. And he's still there. Methman decides, the wise guy, huh? And he comes up, he decides he's gonna cut him up, slicey slash. Advantage again because he's coming out to 20, so he attacks him. And that's 2d6 plus 2 plus 3. That's 11. And as he does that damage, he slashes him across his arms and his chest, and the blood just starts trickling and soaking into the red cloak. The Redbrand looks like he's had better days. And then Methman immediately goes behind one of the caskets again, hiding. Sneaky sneak. Kosef, Thundertree.
I prep my crossbow, I take aim and fire, and I have advantage because he didn't see me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I assume that's a hit.
Hit.
1d10, 7.
As the Redbrand is preparing to strike again at the tower shield guarding Kethra Rockseeker, a bolt just goes through the wind swiftly and strikes him in the shoulder. As he's struck in the shoulder, his meager strength that he had left causes him to faint. So now the 3 ruffians are all kind of like in a stack, all relaxed and falling on the ground.
Kefra, if you want to loot them and see if there's one alive, since I'll stay up here and just watch.
Yeah, I'll see if I can stabilize one of them. Can I make a medicine check?
You can roll a d20 once.
Wait, don't I just do the medicine check?
Yeah.
Oh, you're right. He has advantage. Hold on. Okay. One of them has been able to pull through. The other two pass away. And one
What
of
I
them
was saying, I thought I could stabilize someone with medicine.
You can stabilize them, but you can only give them an advantage on their rolls. Stabilizing them means giving them advantage, at least in the new rules for 5th edition. I remember 3rd edition it was a bit different. 3rd edition it was just stabilized.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna tie that one up then. Rope.
Yeah, so right now, as it is, of the other 3 passed away, but one of them is alive. He's unconscious. As Methman tends to his wounds and starts looking through the room. What about you, Kosef?
I'm going to sit on the bed for a few minutes.
I'm trying to listen to the door and see if there's anyone coming.
Yeah, I'm just going to relax in the bed.
Do I need to roll to like listen or no?
What, the door that's next to you?
Yeah, I'm just listening to see if someone's coming or something.
You hear a whistle of wind coming from the door.
Okay. So
would you like to go through?
No, I'm just waiting for them to finish, just to cover them.
Yeah, so Mythman, he goes inside the room and he starts to look around, seeing if he could find any knickknacks and treasures. And up there, he looks around and he notices that this looks like the barracks of the Red Cloaks, the main place where they're sleeping. He sees bunk beds and all these areas right here. And in the area that he's found, he sees that all 3 Redbrand wear belt pouches holding treasure. The first that was killed holds 16 silver pieces and 7 gold pieces. The second holds 12 silver pieces and 5 gold pieces. And the third holds 15 Epsilon, which I fucking hate, so I'm just going to convert it to silver. 15 silver pieces and 2 garnets. Additionally, 30 dirty scarlet cloaks hang from the bunks.
Well, nothing of too much value in here.
Okay. Now, there is not much value in this room, except for those items that were done. Have you guys wrote them down yet or no?
I have not.
I've added stuff. Like, I didn't add anything for this. What was this one specifically? Sorry. I'll start writing.
So this one is, of silver pieces, it is 43 silver pieces.
All right, so 43 divided by 2 because Metman doesn't care. So I'll take 22, Maddie. You take 21.
Okay.
So that's 6. 4.
What? That's 21. What are you talking about?
No, 43 divided by 2 is 21.5.
Yeah, I said 40.
You said 43 silver divided by 2 is 21.5. So one gets 22, one gets 21.
16, 15, 12. Okay. You 43.
Yeah.
And next is going to be gold pieces, and that's going to be 12 gold pieces and 2 garnets.
Okay, so 4 for each of us. And what are the garnets? The gems?
Garnets are gems, yeah. They're worth a good amount of money. They're usually used for a few of the nobles' vanity projects, and they're used for a few magical sort of consumables.
So you included 2 garnets?
Yes, 2 garnets.
I'll just put them on my thing, Maddie. Just to simplify it.
You keep track of the gems.
Yeah, I'll keep track of gems. Okay.
And next, Methman goes, well, no point in working over these guys. He nimbles his way around them, and he goes up and he says, Kosef, you find anything up there?
No, nothing yet. There's just a sound of a wind near the door. Do you want to check the 2nd floor on the other side?
Sure.
Like here. I point to over there.
He goes through the area, but it doesn't matter. It's nothing there.
Yeah,
so he looks through and he doesn't find anything. You can tell that he made a somewhat meager attempt, but still there's nothing there that he reports.
Yeah.
And he goes up to the 3rd floor and he says, "We might as well just go through this area."
I roll a perception check just to look around to see if he missed anything, just like from my distance.
You look through the area and you don't see that he missed anything. You do notice that because there is wind coming from that area, you suspect that that may be another entrance to this hideouts that was the Redbrands were using.
And
it's
probably the main entrance.
You remember that from the top of the hill where was a manor, that this may actually be one of the entrances if you would have gone to the top of the hill instead of the side.
Okay. By the way, the people from Thunder Tree, they just mentioned that they have an artifact there. That's all they said, right? Nothing specific. I was going to write it down, so I keep...
Oh, Myrna said that she has a family gem that's worth something that she'd be willing to tell you where it is. They had to leave everything when the dragon attacked.
So later we can talk to her about it.
Oh, she told you everything she knows. So she says
it's in one of the houses in Thunder Tree.
Yeah, that's what I thought, right? Like, it wasn't anything specific, like you got to do a puzzle thing or something like that.
No, she said that this is a reward because you saved her life. She has nothing of value, but this is the least she can do. The only issue is that all her valuables are stuck back in Thunder Tree. Okay, and she does a finger gun and goes, Thunder Tree.
Yeah, that's what I thought she said. I just wanted to make sure there wasn't something I need to write down specifically. You know what I mean? Like, you got to do this or got to do that.
Is that what you decide if you're greeting finger guns Thunder Tree?
That's right.
That's what Dell picked, and I'm okay with it. It's our Thunder Tree greeting. Thunder Tree.
You wouldn't understand it, Kathra. That's just the Thunder Tree people do.
Yeah, like, I assume you have a secret code thing for Rock Seekers, but the Thunder Tree only operate on finger guns.
Methman casually jokes, it's probably throwing rocks.
I don't know, they gotta find the rocks.
While they're busy doing that, I'm going to see if I can wake up the bandit and talk to him.
Methman goes up to the door and opens it slightly and checks through it. And as he walks through, only a few seconds pass by and he comes back through the door and he says, yep, it looks like there is a cellar opening on the outside. And if you go through it, it's just the top of the hill where the collapsed manor is.
Well, we should... Yeah, go ahead, sorry.
Oh no, this is probably just the underground of whatever rich, wealthy family used to live up there. This is just where they have their catacombs and wine cellars.
Well, I yell at Kefir and say, Kefir, grab the Redbrand and hurry up.
I grab him, drag him along with me. You know, I'm almost dead.
Okay, go to where you would like him, and I'll drink one of them.
You want a health potion?
Yeah, so I'll have one here.
You have one.
Now, you want to wake him up, right?
Yeah. I'll pass him the health potion right in a second.
Yeah, so Methman goes up to the ruffian that's unconscious, and he grabs rope and he ties him up quite tightly. And the ruffian, he wakes up. Scared and confused, he looks at the three of you, one on the third floor, and the other halfling that's on the side of him, and the dwarf that was recently fighting him is now standing over him.
I put my warhammer underneath his chin and gently lift his head up with it. Tell me, Redbrand, is there any more of your kind up top?
Intimidation. You have advantage. Succeeds. So the Redbrand, he's shocked and a bit scared. He is telling you that if you go past the doors through there, there should be. He says if you go past the doors over there, up on the second floor, which is over here, he says you should pass by the hallway and go past the skeletons, and there's some Redbrands in that room over there. They're holding the hostages.
It's good to know. What about this door over here as I point up to the third floor?
That's just the entrance from the top, he says.
Okay. Good to know. I guess you're the last one then.
Oh, he shudders as he starts looking nervous.
We don't need any loopholes, do we? Methman, you can finish him off.
Maybe ask about the mine, if they have anything to do with that.
The mime?
The mine company.
The mine found
out. Okay. I was like, the mime? How did you know about the mime?
That was the mining company.
I yell promote top when I'm dangling my feet over the ledge.
There's a few mining companies in Phandelver. You're gonna have to be more specific.
I forget the name. It's the one they told us about.
There's a few.
I never visited the mining company, so this is all you, Kosov.
No, they told us that one of the mining companies was suspect with the Redbrands that was benefiting from them. I forget the name of it.
Oh, you're thinking of the blue coffer.
Yeah,
or the lion shield. The lion shield coffer.
I don't think it's the lion shield. I don't think it was the coffer. I thought it was something else.
I thought it was blue something.
Yeah, I don't think it was lion shield because lion shield's the one we gave the provisions to.
So it's one of them's called Barth's Provision. The other one's called the Lion Shield Coster.
Oh, okay.
Now the Lion Shield Coster has a blue lion and a shield as a symbol, and Barth's Provisions is the area that was kind of managed by Rockseeker. But as he starts talking to you about it, he figures out that it's the Lion Shield Coster, and he says, "Well, no." He looks at you and he says, no one messes with the Lion Shield Coster. If we mess with them, then we'll be getting competition that'll probably kill us all."
Competition what?
He tells you that Lion Shield Coster has someone backing them that's not our guys, but we were told to steer clear of them to not cause any issues with them.
Well, that sounds shady.
Yep, and that lady sounded so nice when I talked to her.
Oh, that's the job, PR people. It's something we have to keep an eye out for.
Yeah.
You think we'll get any more out of this guy?
We can bring him to jail. We already have another Redbrand in jail.
We haven't asked who he's working for. Perhaps we could ask him that.
I mean,
as he lifts up his eye patch and he switches it to the other eye.
I assume he's working for the mage. Okay, who are you working for?
And he looks at you and he says, Glassstaff is our boss, but Glassstaff isn't our Glassstaff is the guy who's running it around here, but he's not the boss. The boss is hold on, I switched the page because I was looking for the Lion Shield Coster. He says he works for someone called the Black Spider.
Oh, and that's the symbol.
Yeah.
It has a lot of history.
It does have a lot of history.
Hey, but he says that the leader of the Redbrands is for this section is a human wizard. He's known as Glassstaff. He's named so because his magic staff is made of glass.
Well, that must be the one we saw so cowardly running away earlier.
Where would he? Do you know where Glassstaff would run to?
He says, well, if it was Glassstaff, he'd probably run over there to the castle.
Who's at the castle?
The castle where my cousin is.
He looks nervously. He says, I don't know, but the castle is where one of the other bosses is.
We should continue up.
Point to the castle.
Yep. Let's bring. Do you want to bring him back to town? Put him in jail?
Oh, you want to save this one, huh?
Well, he's already tied up, and he's not. He's been helpful, and we have a jail cell for him.
Bethman says, I mean, he's quite hurt. Perhaps I could, make sure that he's okay. Wink, wink.
Like,
he looks at
he's an evil person, and I think even if he went to jail, he'd probably be hanged for his crimes. So
I've seen in this cavern with the bugbears and the monster feeding on bones, I don't see any reason to let this man live.
All right.
Excellent. Bethman lifts up his short sword and goes,
Hurry it up.
As he waits for a nod.
I nod from above.
He says,
and then he says, I'm no monster. As he goes behind the man, he says, I don't want this guy to feel any fear while he's dying. That'd be rude. So he goes behind him and immediately cuts his throat.
I'm kind of sad I'm not a paladin, true neutral, because the amount of rolling just to fight about killing people would be pretty good.
And then Bethman looks at Catherine and he says, well, let's face it, they killed an innocent man, and they probably would have done something to the girls. And let's not even go over the amount of bodies we found in that crevice. There was a lot, and I mean a
There
lot.
was.
Is there any character you gave that was like stupid lawful good?
Yeah.
I'm
If
actually-
you get a paladin that is.
Oh no, I meant the pre-generate you made. Is the wizard or fighter noble like super?
No, there is no lawful good characters in this campaign.
Yeah.
Those are very difficult to play.
I'm technically lawful good, but I'm like not fully because
you should never play a lawful good character unless you're very comfortable with the rules, because they go under a lot of technicalities.
yeah.
And if the DM is a stickler for the rules, he'll mess with your characters. He'll make you something called the fallen.
Yeah. Like I'm not a paladin lawful good. I'm a folk hero type person, so like I follow the rules of law, which means these types of people don't deserve life or they deserve to be killed anyways, so it's like whatever.
Yeah, they're criminals and they're
so it's like it's got leeway.
I'm neutral good, so I just follow my conscience.
Yeah.
So these guys that are here, Methman cleans his blade on the Redbrand's cloak as he's bleeding out, and he goes, "Well, I mean, we have everything here. We've already led the people out. We should probably rest so that, just in case, something happens, and I'd rather not die."
Yeah. Do we
rather
want to
not
just
die as
call
well.
it here and do the
Yeah,
levels?
let's call it here.
We'll do a full
Let's
rest.
do the levels. Yeah, let's do a full rest.
Can we go outside or like will there be
I assume we go back to town.
just like
We can go back to. So what I'll do is this: the next session we'll come back at. It'll be in the town.
yeah.
However, you need to become level 3. So I highly recommend looking at your character, finding out how to get to level 3. How you do it is normally this. So level 3 is at 900 experience. So at instead of at the experience points, just put 900 and you'll be able to get there.
Yeah, how do I do that?
Open up
Right
your
corner.
character sheet, and where it says experience points, type in 900.
I'm trying to find it. Where is the experience points? Is it in the character sheet exactly?
Yes, on the top right of the character sheet, where where it says
I
your
see it.
name, rogue, criminal, lightfoot, or neutral way. On the right, it says experience points. Type in 900.
Okay, I typed in 900. Character Mancer level up. I clicked
Yes.
it. Look at you with all that experience. Now it's time to claim your reward. So get started by next. So you gain the following class features. Hit points at first level 10 plus. How does this work? What the fuck? I'm so confused. So I'm fighter level
Just
2,
click,
right?
click whatever your HP is going to be. So I know that my roll for
So it says I'm fighter level 1. I guess it didn't register as me being level 2.
level 2. Yeah, you have to get to level 2 and then level 3.
Okay, I put it to level 3. I was already level 2 in the character sheet, so it should have worked, but I'll see what happens when I do it. So I
So I'm going to be
roll.
level. I'm going to say.
Did that roll do anything? It didn't seem to do anything.
Yeah, the HP roll, I can't seem to get it to work.
Yeah, that one I just put whatever HP I'm going to put. So for
Okay, so
anyways,
1d10.
me as, so me as this person is going to be there, and then my modifier for Constitution is going to be +1. So I'm going to
Cool.
say that I'm at +7.
So I
That's pretty good.
rolled a 7, so plus, what's my constitution? Is 3 or 2? How do I look at it? The annoying thing is I'm in it, so what's constitution 15 usually?
A +2.
Okay, so plus 2, so I get 9 HP.
Mhm.
So how do I add that?
What do you mean? You just put it
Well,
there?
I'm in like the things. I'm in the character mancer. I put 9 in HP, but it didn't seem to do anything. Oh wait, it's 1d10 or 6 plus your constitution modifier, so it's actually only 7.
Make sure that when you're doing this, you put specifically that you're trying to level up rogue. So right there where it says whatever class it is, you
Fighter.
switch it to rogue. Or, I mean, you switch it to whatever you are.
I'm in fighter. It's already set to fighter, and I put it at 3. So now it's barbarian, so I want it to be fighter, so SRD. So level 2 to +3. So that's okay. There we go. Now I figured it out. So +1 plus. So is it? It does include your Constitution for that, or no?
For your HP.
Oh no, hit points at higher levels is 1d10 or 6 plus your Constitution modifier per fire level after first. That's confusing. So it is
Not
9.
too bad.
So it's 9, I think.
Your sneak attack damage increases to 2d6, and you're starting at 3rd level. You can use a bonus action granted by your cunning action to make a dexterity, sleight of hand check, use your thieves tools, disarm, trapper, open a lock.
I'm champion now, I guess.
When you choose an archetype at 3rd level, you gain the ability to climb faster than normal. Climbing no longer costs you an extra movement. In addition, you can make a running jump. Distance you cover increases by number of feet equal to your dexterity modifier. Cool.
Okay, so at 3rd level, do I pick champion? Because it's the only one it seems I have. So I have to pick champion.
Yeah, usually that's when you would pick your
Yeah.
That's when you would pick your archetype. Now you can choose other ones. However, this is a very basic one.
Yeah,
I would have to buy.
Yeah, I won't complicate
extra.
it. I won't complicate it. I'll just do champion. So I have improved critical now. And what's multiclass do?
Multiclass allows you to choose another class. You just have to give me a bit of backstory, and you basically spend a level at doing that.
Keep it simple. Keep it simple, stupid. Basically.
Yeah.
So it won't do the HP. So I'll just leave it. I have 9. If it doesn't add it, I'll leave it and go back. So I did select champion and got improved critical. So next, features. Okay, that's... Oh, it actually added it. Oh, it actually fucked up. I need to fix... I'll fix it later. Wait, why did it like double my health?
What did you choose for your HP?
I added 9 for HP, and it went from 18 to 29. Oh, I see what it did. I see what it did. It added the +2.
Yep.
Okay, there we go. Let's try that again. Back.
Yeah, so my character right now is at
7. Champion.
What was I at previously?
I don't know what your health is. It doesn't show us. It didn't add health that time. What the fuck?
I think I was at 17, and then I added...
Give me the health. Give me the health.
Oh, that's right. So now I'm at 26. That's pretty good.
Okay, it should give me whatever. I'll add it later if it doesn't do it properly. It's definitely struggling with health.
My sneak attack is now 2d6.
Okay, now let's try again. That work. Next. Okay, the health's fine now. You have gained these features, improved critical. I didn't get any feats, so no spells. Okay, apply changes. There we go. Okay, it's fixed. I have it.
Cool. Now, you will get level 4 if we are able to go through the next area. Now, you can do other things, and I'll allow you to get to level 4. However, you'd have to do like a whole bunch of them in order for you to get level 4. You'd have to do them all before the castle. Or you can do the castle, which is called Cragmaw Castle, which is what the Redbrand had said it was called. The castle, he said it was Cragmaw Castle. So you can either decide to go there, or you can do like all the side quests.
Deal with the orcs, deal with the elf spirit.
The orcs and the elf spirits.
Speaking of which, I wrote down
all
the elf.
a random necromancer.
Yeah, we haven't seen that. I wrote down the elf stuff she told me. Can you just give it to me, or do you want me to go back and talk to her again to get all the information?
So the info was pretty quick. What happened was that she had been trying to make contact with a spirit who had information about this book. And she wanted to know basically where it was. And the book is from a legendary wizard. And this wizard was named... and here, let me look at my notes real quick.
Yeah, I wrote all this down, but then it deleted itself, so I was like, fuck. And I figured I'd ask before like going for the steps of asking her again.
Founder. You need to talk to a banshee named Agatha. She gave you a silver comb, and she wanted to know about a spellbook that belonged to a legendary main named Bo Gentle.
Yep.
She said if you want to deal with the banshee, make sure to flatter her vanity.
Mm-hmm.
The reason why she couldn't do it is because when she had gone there initially, she had complained that the area that the banshee was living in was dirty and full of roots and grass, and that it's no place for a woman that was truly wealthy would live. And the banshee was furious and kicked her out.
Like thorned her out or something like that.
Yeah, which is why she came back hurt, because the thorns had cut her quite a bit.
I put it all down. Do we just want to call it here, or do we want to continue on, Maddie or Del? I'm okay either way.
Let's cut it off here.
Yeah.
And then when we come back, we can meet up back at the town, and you guys can decide if you guys going to go to Cragmaw Castle, which you got the directions for, since you captured that guy and you got directions, or you can go to. You can either do the 3 things, which are the issue with Agatha the Banshee, the Tribor Trail, which is a whole bunch of orcs, or this issue where there's a bunch of undead around a tower.
Oh yeah, I remember that one now.
If for some reason you go to undead where there's a bunch of tower and all that stuff, and you do all those 3 things, I will give you level 4. But if you do the Cragmaw Castle, you will also get level 4.
So we can talk about it, Maddie, if you want to just kind of skip side quests.
We can talk about it later on.
I will fight you on the elf thing at least, because I promised to do that.
And isn't the troll thing like your quest?
No. The Thunder Tree is
Thunder
not.
Tree is his quest. In fact, he just got directions to where to go to Thunder Tree. It's actually quite close since he's native from the area. But
it's past the orcs and past the tower.
Yeah. So it's literally, if you were to have done them, the only one that will be slightly out of the way would be the Agatha's tree. Everything else is literally on the way.
Yeah.
Del, I have a question for you. I'm still using the level up tool.
Absolutely.
So I understand this correctly, since I'm a life domain cleric, I always have access to bless and cure wounds, even if I don't pick them as one of my 6 spells.
You should be able to, since you're a cleric. Yeah. Why?
Well, I'm trying to select what spells I have available.
So you can prepare ones, but I believe you only have how many do you have available?
I can pick up the 6 spells according to this.
Okay, and the 6 spells, of how many of them are 1st and 2nd level, or because you're level 3 right now, so you should have access to 1st level still, or 2nd level as well.
2nd level as well.
Okay, how many for 2nd levels and 1st levels?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. I don't.
Oh, okay. I'll just tell you. Let me look it up. So you want to know how many or what spells would be available to you?
I think I could take any spell. I have a list of what spells are at each level. I'm just trying to figure out what I can actually take. Looks like I have 4 1st level and 2 2nd level spell slots.
Yeah, and if you wanted to look at which ones, like here, there are a few of them that are interesting.
Oh yeah, I have the player handbook in front of me.
I just go by the mage, spell levels. Let me look it up.
I think I'm going to hop off for a bit while you guys do this, though.
Okay.
That's fine.
Del, do you want to play
important.
some Halo or something later, or are you going to take a quick break or a little break?
Yeah, we can play if you want.
I don't know. Do you want to play in a bit, or do you want to play after you're done?
I'll play after we're done going through this.
Okay. I'm going to just chill then for a bit.